By the way, we do shutters too.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Ed Benkin. Training camp continues in the NFL, and guards are getting paid. The Titans have given Peter Skoronski an extension, and according to the NFL Network's Ian Rappaport, the deal is for 4 years and $100 million, which would make him the highest-paid guard in the league. The agent for Bills guard Osiris Torrance told ESPN's Adam Schefter and the NFL Network's Ian Rappaport the Bills have given Torrance a 4-year contract extension worth $78.4 million, with $46 million guaranteed. Chiefs coach Andy Reid says quarterback Patrick Mahomes is unlikely to play in the preseason. He is recovering from a knee injury, which ended his season last year. As the league awaits Mahomes' return, ESPN's Dan Orlovsky says another team in the AFC West may be getting overlooked.
I don't understand how, and I have so much love for the Cincinnatis and the Buffaloes and the Baltimores and Kansas Cities, all that. But Denver was the best team in the AFC last year.
The first full weekend of the preseason will be next week. To baseball, where the Red Sox and Braves are looking for their 9th wins in a row tonight. Atlanta in New York to take on the Yankees. Meanwhile, the Red Sox are home. They will open up a weekend series with the A's.
Hey, it's Michelle Smallman, and coming up Monday, we continue to go two-a-days with the Rams and the Chiefs. I'll tell you why one of these teams won't make the playoffs. It's Unsportsmanlike, 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
This is Matt and Martin.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's rock! Woo!
Off and running after further review here on a Friday. Musso in for Moscona. Scone, been under the weather today, so we had to make a change. I'm in here for the next 3 hours with you, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Luke Foster, Cassie Spazzali along for the ride. We got a great show here planned for you on this Friday as we get to send you into the weekend. Drew Brees is getting set to go into the Hall of Fame tomorrow. That gets underway at noon. That's going to be an awesome thing to go ahead and watch and see that play out. Sam Kahn from The Athletic, he was at the NIL symposium recruiting, all of that up in Nashville. He'll be with us here in about 30 or so minutes. We got Terrio here for 2 hours. So we have a lot to do. Saints signed a linebacker, and it's a really familiar name as well. Former LSU Tiger Deion Jones, now a member of the New Orleans Saints. So we got to get into all of that here over the next 3 or so hours. Fired up to have you with us to do so. Again, Musso in for Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. We'll go ahead and start as we do every single day.
It's time to pop the top on another edition of AFR with Bud Light. Drink easy.
All right. So, of course, LSU, they practiced, second practice of fall camp. That was Thursday evening out there out there on the Ponderosa. A couple just notes to pass along from there. I mean, I think obviously there's one major place to start, and it's the rotation at defensive tackle, or really the two guys starting that rotation at defensive tackle right now, and it was 2 freshmen on Thursday night, which is extremely intriguing, obviously, for a couple of different reasons. Number one, the first thing you should take from that, aside from, holy cow, there's 2 freshmen out there, is, man, they were really high on this defensive line class that they got in, particularly the defensive tackles. And why wouldn't you be? And you heard nothing but rave reviews about Deuce Gerald's in the spring. Same thing, really, about Richard Anderson. And when they took the field Wednesday for the first time, Gerald's was in a starting role next to Malik Blockton. And then last night, it was Gerald's and Anderson. So again, the first thing I take from that is they were really high on this class. Those 2 guys made a lot of waves during spring, and obviously that's continuing. That's a good thing. Now, the part that supersedes that in your first thought is, holy cow, there's 2 freshmen there. And that is significant because LSU, not only did they have that great high school defensive line class, particularly on the interior, obviously, Lamar Brown notwithstanding, he'll play in. You brought in a lot of experience in the transfer portal, like Stephylon Green, like Malik Blockton. You returned Dominic McKinley. And so far through 2 practices, and it's just 2 practices in helmets, shorts, and jerseys. Like, there's no pads or anything like that. So, yes, that matters. It's just 2 practices. But even with all that experience that you brought in the portal and retained from a year ago, it's the freshmen leading the way. And while you can look at that again and say, man, that's great because they're coming from spring, they're carrying over everything that they had, I'd be lying if I sat here and told you that's not a little concerning. Because here's what you don't want to have to do. And I understand I'm probably getting way ahead of myself here. It's been 2 practices. But what's not going to give me the warm and fuzzies, make me feel super good about this thing, is if that continues to go and LSU starting 2 freshmen up front on the line on the interior in the SEC. Because those guys, albeit as talented as they are and as bright of futures as they have, and I mean, the sky is the limit for all of them, there's still a lot of growing pains in the SEC when that is a trenches league going up against the type of offensive lines that you could potentially face. That doesn't just give me the warm and fuzzies. Now, again, I'm getting way ahead of myself. I understand that portion of it. But when 2 practices have gone by and you see, that's the first thing that you see, is, man, that freshman infusion on the defensive line is still going. It's hard not to take notice. So file that away. I still think you see plenty Stephylon Green, Malik Blockton, Dom McKinley. One thing's for certain, it's going to be a rotation. You're extremely deep right there, and you knew the freshmen would play. Like, you knew that was going to happen. Just because of how talented they are and things of that nature, that they would get in there. Everyone kind of assumed to be on a rotation. Right now, you're certainly seeing them rise to the forefront of that. That's going to be very interesting to keep following throughout fall camp. And if they do end up being the guys starting for LSU, that's going to be something very, very interesting to watch throughout the course of the regular season. Now, furthering with the defensive line, Ed Ogeron kind of switched it up. Practice number 2, right? You'll remember, we talked about it here Wednesday afternoon. Ogeron worked with the defensive ends, I should say assisted with the defensive ends in practice number 1, while Kevin Peoples was there with the defensive tackles. Now Ogeron in practice 2 flipped as the second set of eyes for Kevin Peoples and the defensive tackles. So he's clearly out there just helping out everywhere along that defensive line. That's encouraging to see from my perspective. I'm really interested to see kind of how that, if he settles in with one group or if he keeps rotating between helping Sterling Lucas, helping Kevin Peoples, ends, edges, ends and interior, all kind of in one just throughout camp. I find that intriguing. And then obviously everybody wants to know about Sam Levitt. You know, Matt and Hunt wrote this up at LouisianaSports.net Thursday evening after practice. Levitt was 13 for 15 in the practice during the throwing periods that the media was able to see. All the throws were on air, no defense. He worked particularly with Jace Brown, Malik Elzy, Jackson Harris, Winnie Watkins, Tyree Holloway, and Corey Barber. The 2 incompletions were the first pass that or the first one I should say was to a pass intended for Jace Brown, and the other time he overshot the freshman Corey Barber. But another very efficient day for Sam Levitt throwing the football. Obviously, that's super encouraging. Something we might get to a little bit later on in the show as well as Pro Football Focus. They ranked the top 10 quarterback rooms in college football heading into the 2026 season. So that's something we can get to a little bit later. Obviously, we continue the conversation about Levitt. But what you're hoping to see, obviously, from him is a very keen understanding of this offense, given he missed spring, but Lane Kiffin has talked about it over and over and over again. about the mental reps that he was able to get now that he's full go out there. Everyone who's seen him, they've all sat here and said the same thing. It doesn't look like he has ever had an injury. Now that he's at that point in his recovery, how does he take those mental reps and bring them to the field in fall camp? So that's obviously something to watch. But one thing you love to see is the efficiency is very clearly still there. Accuracy was a huge thing for Sam Leavitt at Arizona State and has been throughout his career at quarterback, and it certainly was right there in the latest practice as well. So those are just some highlights, things to keep a few eyes on here as LSU is now 2 days into fall camp. They have a walkthrough here on Friday. There was no availability for that, and then they'll continue throughout. They'll have an off day and then continue throughout practice. Next time we'll hear from Lane Kiffin is on Monday after their practice. He'll have another media availability where I'm sure he'll speak for 20 or so minutes. We'll have everything covered for you there. We'll also get some player availability on Monday also after Kiffin is done. Hopefully that is the first time that we get to speak with Sam Leavitt since he's been at LSU. It feels like that's kind of the perfect time to do it, right? I mean, he's been out there practicing twice, and all the media have just kind of beelined over there to Sam Leavitt in the two availability. So really feels like this would be the time for that to happen. That's kind of a little update on how things are going to continue to go here in fall camp for LSU as well. All right, we're going to grab a break. We'll come back on the other side. Drew Brees, he's heading into the Hall of Fame. Give you some thoughts on that. And, of course, an addition for the New Orleans Saints at linebacker. We'll touch on all of that here next on AFR.
AFR.
Buying or selling, commercial or residential, think real estate, think Darren James. You want an unbelievable customer service experience? You want Darren James. It's part of his core values for Darren and his team. Darren tells me all the time, as long as I've known Darren, he said, my goal one day is to put myself out of business. I want to create such a turnkey, seamless, easy process for people to be able to buy and sell homes that they don't even need me anymore. Well, as Darren continues on that path in the meantime, he's going to help you sell your home. So if you need to sell your home, you want a realtor that quite literally sells more homes than anyone, you want Darren James. Last year, Wall Street Journal is listed the top 1% of realtors in America, Darren James. So need to sell your home fast for the most amount of money? You need Darren James. 335-7666, 335-7666, or agent225.com.
Think real estate, think Darren James.
Community sailing is all about getting people in the New Orleans area out on boats, out on Lake Pontchartrain. Gulf Coast Bank helps us provide opportunities to get folks out who might not otherwise have the financial means to come sailing. Auctions in August is an online fundraiser that helps nonprofits like us service the community. Bidding through Auctions in August is a lot of fun because there's so many different items. There's something for everyone, so you're sure to find something that relates directly to you that you'll enjoy bidding on, and you get to help out the community.
People think it's all about game day, but the real work happens in the off season. And we need a healthcare team that works as hard as we do.
At FMOL Health, our lay of the lake, we take care of LSU football year-round.
We trust the lake.
The Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office protects and serves over 132,000 residents across the parish.
Keeping our community safe is our mission, and Rev Fiber plays a critical role in how we respond. Whether it's training in our special divisions, forensics investigations, or fielding emergency calls in our operations center, Rev Business connects our teams in real time, which is why we partner with Rev Business.
Get 6 months free of Rev Business services. Call or click today.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here. We eat out here. We watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Weekend is here. Always a great opportunity to get by Rouse's, the official supermarket of the Saints. 76 locations from Lake Charles to Orange Beach. So pretty much anywhere you're listening to me, if you're heading on I-10 somewhere this weekend, you're going to pass a Rouse's. So pop on in and see them. Maybe you got a beach day coming up, a beach trip. Maybe it's a pool day with family and friends hanging out. Rouse's has everything you need. Want some steaks, chicken, some fish to throw on the grill? Rouse's has you covered. Chips and dips for little appetizers? Rouse's has you covered. Something cold to drink, maybe an adult beverage or water, whatever it may be? Rouse's, all the selection you could want. Rouse's.com for that weekly ad, or check out the Facebook page over at Rouse's. Been serving Louisiana for 100 years, locally owned and operated. It's Rouse's, the official supermarket of the Saints. Rouse's.com. Rouse's.com. Have a great weekend from Rouse's. This feels like home.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
All right, so Drew Brees. Drew Brees is going to go into the Hall of Fame on Saturday, officially. And before we get too deep into Brees, just as an aside, this is a pretty awesome class, right? Because, I mean, at least for me, because outside of Roger Craig, who was on all those great 49er teams with Joe Montana and Jerry Rice and that group, and they just Super Bowl after Super Bowl. Outside of him, for me, and some of you might not like to hear this, it's going to make you feel old, but for me, this is really cool because, again, outside of Craig, these are four players that I grew up watching play football. Like, I was young and watching football when Adam Vinatieri was kicking for the Colts and the Patriots. Obviously, Drew Brees. You know what I mean? Like, you look at Larry Fitzgerald, like Luke Kuechly, all those guys I can vividly remember watching play football. So to watch them go into the Hall of Fame all together, that part's really cool. With Drew Brees in particular, while there's also like excitement and gratitude, obviously, for what Drew did in New Orleans and made watching Saints football for the majority of my football watching life extremely entertaining and filled with a lot of winning. Not that there weren't low years, but filled with a lot of winning. More winning than the majority of the Saints fans got to see in their formative years. Like, there's all that for me for that. And of course, it's everything that he did for the city and still does for the city and things of that nature. But I also can't help but sit here and thinking about that and feel a little bit of finality with it as well. Does that make sense? Like, this is the last thing, the last milestone for Drew Brees to hit in his Saints career, which was awesome. And we saw Drew hit milestone after milestone after milestone after milestone in a Saints uniform. Super Bowl MVP, 5,000-yard season. He was the second quarterback ever at that time when he did that to throw for 5,000 yards back in 2012. All-time touchdown leader. He did that at the Saints for the NFL. Tied an NFL single game record for touchdown passes. NFL all-time passing leader. Like, we watched him hit all of those milestones. And then, by the way, again, Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP, all those milestones in the Saints uniform. And this is the last one. While we've watched the Saints go on since 2020 without Drew Brees, Saturday, when he goes into the Hall of Fame, offers that sense of finality, at least on my end, that's the last chapter in the Drew Brees era in New Orleans Saints history, and the book officially closes on that. And that's not a bad thing. When I say finality, that's not a bad thing, because it allows us to really look back one more time, which we'll do plenty, through so on and so. Like, I understand. We're always going to talk about Drew Brees when we talk about the New Orleans Saints because he's the greatest player in franchise history. But it really closes the book on that era now. And what's interesting is Drew, when he talks about his time, with the Saints, he always goes back to the beginning in 2006. And I mean, man, listening to him speak last night on the Hall of Fame game, listening to him speak yesterday in his media availability, which we're about to get to some of that, he went back to it every time. When he announced his retirement, when he went into the Saints Hall of Fame. Again, more milestones, right? And now we arrive at this one. But he's always gone back to start at the beginning. And that's the time he's most proud of, right? That's what he says time and time again. That 06 to 09 era, where the foundation was laid for what the Saints would become. And with the backdrop of Katrina and helping rebuild that city and all of those things that we all know that I don't need to rehash all the way up to this point. There's been a lot of awesome times, awesome memories watching Drew Brees in a Saints uniform. And how lucky we all were to get to see that and all the joy and happiness that it brought everybody. All of that comes to a culmination on Saturday. I think it will be something that I will be on the edge of my seat waiting to watch, like I was when the Saints went down to Miami in February of 2010 to try to win the first Super Bowl in franchise history. Because, at least for me, I feel very privileged to have gotten to see all of it in its entirety. So congratulations to Drew Brees. Nobody deserves the honor more than Drew Brees. Like, he is top of the top, first ballot Hall of Famer. So to see him get in that way was just so fitting. Brees, though, when he did speak with the media, the assembled media there up in Canton, he had a couple really interesting comments. And, you know, the first one, this is number one, Luke. The first one really just kind of encapsulates one more time who Drew Brees really is.
You know, you work so hard and stress so much leading up to the moment to make sure that it's right for everybody who's coming here to be a part of this celebration with you. You know, the way I really look at it is this is my opportunity to convey my appreciation and gratitude to so many of the people, the places that were a part of this journey. And that's what I'm most looking forward to, is all the people I'm going to have a chance to see and appreciate and let them know just how valued they are.
It's his moment. It's his moment to go up there and be honored and to bask in the glory of his career. A Hall of Fame career. And he says what he's going to take away most is actually, this is my time to get up there and thank everybody else who was around. Like, doesn't that one, I don't know how long that was, like 24, 26 seconds, 27 seconds. Doesn't that right there just kind of drive it home? Doesn't it make sense why that guy was such a force in a locker room, why that guy was able to get so many people to follow him, to play for him, to play with him, to go to battle with him. Like, this is about you. He takes it as an opportunity to make it about everybody else. The other interesting thing was, you always hear him say, when did it set in, right? When did the honor, the moment truly hit you that, man, you're going to be a Pro Football Hall of Famer? And Melissa Stark asked Drew Brees that when she interviewed him during the Hall of Fame game a night ago on Thursday night. Great game, by the way. And he said he didn't really know that it had. But he gave a little insight when he met with the media about that moment sinking in.
Every interaction I have with the current Hall of Famers is, it just sinks in even more and more just what an incredible honor this is and just what the game of football has meant to, not just to me in my life, but to so many people and to so many communities. It just reinforces what an incredible game this is.
There's no other city in the country that can resonate with that more than New Orleans. Again, as Brees always does, you go back to the beginning, right? Football lifted that city up when it was at its lowest. He was a huge part of that, as we know. And again, with him, saying these current members of the class, it sinks in a little bit more, but also all the other Hall of Famers. But again, it resonates, right? Like, you're seeing guys now from a more recent era who we all watched and admired and watched them play, all get to go in together. That's really awesome. The other thing that I wanted to mention out of this that I found extremely interesting from Drew Brees was he dropped a little anecdote in there about the origin of his famous pregame speech.
Getting up early in the morning in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, and doing PT with the Marines. And that's where a lot of the inspiration for some of our pregame chants came from. In fact, the one that everybody's probably most familiar with, the 1-2, win for you, 3-4, win some more, that was truly birthed from PT with the Marines at Guantanamo Bay. Early in the morning, running, sweating, and they're just barking out those cadence, and I'm just sitting there thinking in my mind, I am taking this back to my team, and sure enough, we go and win the Super Bowl that year, and so that one will live forever.
How cool is that? I didn't know that. I don't know if Drew had ever told that story before. He did a lot of work on USO tours and things like that. He's got a great military background in his family, parents, grandparents. They did a lot of work on USO tours, and that, one win, for you, all that chant that we all love and came to know came from one of those tours. That's all. Did y'all know that, Cassie, Luke? Did y'all? Again, I don't know if he ever told that story before. That's the first time I heard it. I thought that was really, really cool.
No, that's awesome.
Really, really good anecdote there from Brees.
Yeah, that makes it so much cooler now.
Yeah. And as he said, lo and behold, it worked, and they won the Super Bowl that year. How about it, man? We'll have plenty more on Drew Brees throughout the show, obviously, as he gets set to head into the Pro Football Hall of Fame on Saturday afternoon up in Canton. Final chapter of the Drew Brees era in New Orleans. That is Saturday. All right, we'll grab a break, come back on the other side. We still have to get to the Saints adding a linebacker here today. But when we get back, Sam Kahn, he's going to join us. He writes for The Athletic. He was up in Nashville at the NIL Recruiting Symposium amongst a bunch of general managers. We'll get his thoughts on everything that came out of that event next here on AFR.
AFR.
DuplessisPools.com, DuplessisPools.com, DuplessisPools.com. Go to DuplessisPools.com and start building your dream pool today. DuplessisPools.com. Hat tip to my friend Derek Duplessis and the great staff, as for the second consecutive year, Duplessis Pools was named a top 50 pool builder in America by Pool & Spa magazine. As a matter of fact, Duplessis Pools was the only pool builder in the state of Louisiana to receive that honor. DuplessisPools.com is the website, DuplessisPools.com. Yesterday was awesome. Me, Erica, Drew spent part of our Sunday cooling off in the pool. Might have had a cold Bud Light or two. It's a great way to spend those summer days. Great way to have parties, showpiece. That dream can be your reality as well. But start at DuplessisPools.com. You can design your pool online. You can finance it online. Pay for it right now. It's DuplessisPools.com. Check them out online. It's DuplessisPools.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit louisianapropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety.
We're brought to you by Supper Club. You can book your reservation, supperclubbtr.com, supperclubbtr.com. One of the things about Supper Club that I love is if you want to go to Supper Club and be a baller, you can do it. You want to go to Supper Club and order a $5,000 bottle of Chateau Lafite Rothschild? You can do it. You want to go have $400 shots of cognac? You can do it. You can have experiences at Supper Club that usually are reserved for Las Vegas and New York and Paris and Abu Dhabi. Like, that's here in Baton Rouge. But the thing you got to remember as well, if you want to go to Supper Club and have the best steak of your life and have a few appetizers, a dessert, bottle of wine, you can do it as affordably as any other restaurant in town. But the experience at Supper Club is unmatched. Introduced open seating at the bar, first come, first serve. So if you knock off of work, you want to head by Supper Club, you can walk in without a reservation, see if you can grab a bar stool or a table by the bar as well. Have a great dinner, maybe cocktail, close some business. Book your reservation, supperclubbtr.com, supperclubbtr.com.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
The annual Personnel and Recruiting Symposium was held this week up in Nashville, Monday through Wednesday. It's a meeting of a bunch of general managers, front office in college football, that more than 1,600 registered attendees here from this, at least this past year's, that took place earlier this week. Sam Kahn from The Athletic, he was up there for all 3 days. He's good enough to join us now. Of course, you can get him on Twitter, X, at S. Kahn Jr., Sam Kahn Jr., joining the show. Sam, we appreciate the time, man. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing fantastic. To me, this kind of feels like a thing. We're all so ingrained now in getting into football season. And, like for us here in Louisiana, the Saints are in camp, LSU's in camp. Our focus is really kind of turned there. This sneaks up on us a little bit kind of every year. It was this week. Give me your biggest takeaway to start from the 3 days up there in Nashville.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting spot on the calendar because camp's starting up, and a lot of guys end up having to leave either Tuesday night or early Wednesday morning because their teams had to practice on Wednesday. But it's kind of hard to put anywhere else just because there's only so many dead periods in the calendar, and August is one of them. But my biggest takeaway is just really how much the personnel industry has grown. This event started in 2018. There were, I think, 100, maybe less than that, maybe 75-ish people there. And general managers weren't really a thing in college football. There were a few of them. I know LSU fans will know Austin Thomas held that title, I think, as far back as 2016. Matt Dudek, Arizona at the time, also held it. But it was a very rare thing. There were not front offices. There were not personnel departments. And the way you built your team was largely you signed 25 high school recruits and maybe a few JUCO transfers. Maybe you take a 4-year transfer, but that person had to sit out a year. Well, all that has changed, obviously, because the transfer portal came in, which adjusted that. Transfer rules adjusted. The name, image, and likeness rules loosened, and now all of a sudden you can compensate players. And now you build your team a lot more like an NFL team would, with some young players coming in through recruiting, which would be akin to your draft, and a lot of players coming in through the transfer portal, which would be akin to your free agents. But the thing that strikes me the most is, of the 1,600 people that were there, I think probably 95% of them wouldn't have been in this industry 10 years ago. And I think that speaks to how quickly the sport has evolved and how rapidly roster management has changed in the sport, because you really have to have a well-stocked front office, a well-managed front office to win and put together a championship roster now.
Obviously, there's a lot going on in the current landscape of college athletics, whether it's the Protect College Sports Act, NIL, all that's kind of woven in, and playoff expansion, all of those things as well. What talking point do you believe came up most in the 3 days up there in Nashville?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are just wondering whether or not the legislation would pass. That's the question that was posed to me a lot by GMs and even agents that I talked to. Is like, well, what kind of shot do you think that this legislation has to pass? And I can promise you, I have probably about as much of an idea as everybody else does at this point. I think it's just people are looking for clarity and consistency in terms of structure and rules, because the thing that general managers and front office folks have had to deal with is that the rules change every year. It's, initially it was just NIL and it was only third party. Then we obviously introduced revenue sharing with the House settlement last year, and there's a cap. And then we are adjusting what the school can pay and whether or not MMR partners are associated entities and all these other different mechanisms. And it just feel like the goalposts move a lot. And I think there's just a lot of desire for, hey, can we find some type of structure, whatever it is, and stick with it for a little while. But I think that was obviously a big topic. I talked to a lot of folks and asked about high school recruiting, and because that used to be the way that you built a roster most affordably. But it seems like, at least for the bigger schools or the bigger recruits, that the rates seem to be going up in terms of trying to get high school commitments and high school signees. That was interesting, because I had a lot of GMs and even agents tell me that, it seems like it's going up. It's costing a lot more to sign a high school class now than it was even a year ago. And just generally, I think trying to get a handle on how to best manage a roster and how to best build a championship team. I think there's a lot of different ways to do it. Indiana showed recently that it doesn't necessarily have to be the way it was a long time ago, and you don't have to necessarily make a bunch of splash transfers. You can actually get players who have a lot of production and maybe don't have the most elite traits and still be able to build a championship team. And of course, roster budgets, I think, were top of mind. People wondering, how much are teams spending on rosters, and how high is that going to go?
I want to go back to the high school thing that you spoke about, but one more kind of with the GMs and wanting, like, they want the structure, they want the guardrails, they want the rules. That's what we hear from everybody. You just reiterated that. With something like the Protect College Sports Act that could provide that in sort of a holding pattern here with the vote, but also kind of advancing, at least it feels like. Did you get a sense from anyone you talked to there that the holding pattern that it's in is impacting the way that they have to do their job right now?
No, I don't think so. I think everybody kind of deals with what it is right now. And it's like, okay, this is what we deal with right now, and let's operate like this. And then when the rules change or when we have something different, then we'll adjust to that. And I think general managers have to be very flexible. Coaches have to be very flexible on all this. because it can change at a moment's notice. I mean, heck, last year we didn't even finalize, I think, the official transfer portal dates until October. I think that, going to the one portal window and what the window was going to look like, it wasn't until early October last year, basically 2 months before the portal opened, that we finalized what that was going to look like. I think it's unfortunate that it's that way, but I think now that it's been this way for so long, that staffs are really flexible and able to adapt in a moment's notice. The problem is the results can be messy, and those who adapt the quickest obviously can have a lot of success, but it can be a little bit of a challenge to deal with.
Talking with Sam Kahn, writes for The Athletic. He was up at the Personnel and Recruiting Symposium up in Nashville. You can get him on Twitter, X at SConJr. Sam, you mentioned something there with the high school recruiting and how that's changed. That used to be how you build your roster, and now the market just keeps going up for that. Do you feel like we get to a point here somewhere in the near future where high school recruiting on the NIL front goes more toward long-term deals potentially?
Yeah, I think that's something that's definitely in the cards, because it's tricky when you're a high school recruit. If you're going to sign for a certain amount as a freshman, let's be honest, the vast majority of true freshmen are not going to play significant snaps. So then when you go into your second year, you may want more money, but you haven't played enough to really command more money. And I think agents and players are starting to see that too. It's like, hey, if I get $500,000 year one, but I played 4 games and I only played 150 snaps, I'm not going to get $750,000 in year 2. That's just not realistic. It's not smart roster management for a college football program. But as a player, you don't want your compensation to go down. And never have I known in the history of sports do compensation numbers typically go down unless you end up getting cut or having to change situations. But I think you're going to see a recognition that, hey, that a lot of these players are not going to play right away, especially when we talk about the SEC or the Big Ten, and you talk about offensive linemen. A lot of those guys playing as true freshmen is hard to do. So I think you're going to start seeing teams doing multi-year deals that maybe have a certain base level for each year in the first couple of years, and then have some type of incentives or escalators based on playing time and things of that sort. Because there's 2 problems. One, the one that I just said about players not wanting their compensation. But on the other side, teams don't want to spend money on players that are not producing on the field, but also you don't want to miss the chance to develop a guy, because you don't want to give up on a high school offensive lineman who may be 30 pounds too light and needs some more physical development. He may be a high-ceiling player that needs a second or third year of development before he can really pop. And why give up on that guy if you don't have to? But when it costs as much as it does and the pressure is what it is, you have to make a decision to win right away. And a lot of times that means cutting your losses and dumping a young player who you liked and you thought was promising in for a transfer portal player that may be able to come and impact you more quickly and may cost a little bit more.
What about a salary cap, Sam? How much was that brought up this week?
What cap? I mean, that's the thing. I don't know that. Okay, there is a cap, obviously, but the ways to get around the cap are so plentiful, and I think that's what's frustrating for a lot of people is, what is the cap? Because you hear people talking about how many rosters are above 40 million, maybe even 50 million this year, when a department cap is supposed to be in the low 20s. And I think there's just some frustration because, one, that there are teams that are able to spend to that level, and then there are teams that can't even spend at that level, and it's like, hey, are we going to have an even playing field or not? But I also think it's fair to say and to question some of these schools that are crying for rules and a cap, to say, well, if you want a cap, then why aren't you abiding by the current?
Yeah.
And obviously there's nuance to that because third-party NIL deals don't count against it. But we all know that teams are trying to engineer ways to get third-party NIL, which essentially becomes a proxy for play in order to get the players. Because ultimately, teams want to win, and they're going to do what they need to do to get the players. But I think the lack of a hard cap, I think, certainly is a point of contention. But I also think that teams are going to do what they do, and if they were not going to have some hard cap, then teams are going to spend what they have to spend to get players if they have the resources to do it.
It seems impossible to have a true salary cap in a true NIL era because of what you just said. You have the rev share cap, but all right, I mean, that doesn't stop you from brokering the third-party NIL deals. And who is anyone to sit there and say that no, you can't make that much money when somebody else is determining how much money they want to pay you for a service, even if that service is pay for play. It'll certainly be interesting to continue to watch as this develops. Of course, here we are on 3:45 on a Friday, and there's nothing concrete on a vote for the Protect College Sports Act, but we'll continue to follow it as well. Sam Conn, you can read his stuff over at The Athletic. Of course, you can get him on Twitter X at SConJr. Sam, we appreciate the time, man. Thank you.
No problem. Thanks for having me. I'll take care.
Absolutely. You do the same. Again, that is Sam Conn. This is After Further Review here on a Friday. Musso in for Moscona. Of course, represented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Before we hit our break, a word from Matt about Arco.
Love telling you about Arco Power Systems, ARCCO, arco.com, arco.com. That's Arco Power Systems. We talk about generators a lot in Louisiana, especially all along the Gulf Coast, where we're sort of in this storm belt right here in the Gulf Coast. Well, of course, a lot of people have home standby generators. When we talk about Arco Power Systems, these are not home standby generators. This is industrial generator power. This is for your business. I mean, just think about it. When the power goes out, be it a hurricane, an ice storm, snow like we had last year, power goes out. What do you do with your business? Well, being offline is not an option. That's why you need Arco Power Systems. ARCCO, arco.com, arco.com, arco.com. Just look at all the locations. Baton Rouge, Bossier, Harvey, Lake Charles, Mandeville, Mobile, LaPorte, Texas, San Antonio, Little Rock, Houston, Dallas. They're everywhere. So if you're a business and you need standby power for your business, you need Arco Power Systems. ARCCO, arco.com, arco.com, arco.com.
All right, hour one just about in the books here on a Friday edition of the show. Musso in for Moscona. We'll grab a break, come back on the other side. We have to go around the SEC because we bumped that so we can get to Sam there at 3:30. So we'll go around the SEC and also a thought on the Saints adding a linebacker here today as we close out hour number one. That's next here on AFR.
After further review.
Brought to you by River City's 1 Hour Air, where they're always on time or you don't pay a dime. 752-0001, 752-0001, where they're always on time or you don't pay a dime. I love sharing 5-star Google reviews. Here's one from Ricky Gomez, who said Chris, his technician, was very professional and knowledgeable during the HVAC evaluation. He provided details and recommendations in a clear and concise manner. That's one of the things that always stands out. If you're having an issue with your AC or your heater, and River City's 1 Hour Air sends out a technician for an evaluation, they're going to explain your options to you. And that may sound simple, but none of it, I don't know anything about an HVAC, neither do you. Let's be honest. So whenever they go get up in your attic or they go look at your HVAC unit on the side of your house and they come talk to you, they're going to explain very clearly what's happening and your options to remedy it. It's River City's 1 Hour Air. Look for the big yellow vans and trucks with the giant clock on the side. 752-0001.
Every ounce of Raising Cane's lemonade has been hand-squeezed that day from fresh lemons before being served over our signature crushed ice. Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
All right, so the New Orleans Saints here this afternoon signed a player. Not in a position that you would think, though. The Saints today added linebacker Deion Jones. First of all, yes, this is an awesome story. Deion Jones, of course, from New Orleans, grew up in New Orleans, played high school football in New Orleans, then came an hour up I-10 to play college football at LSU, has made his rounds in the NFC South. Right? I mean, was drafted by the Falcons and spent the first 6 years of his career in Atlanta, played a season in Carolina, spent the last 2 years with Tampa, brief stint in Cleveland as well. But the Saints will make all 4 NFC South teams for him and a homecoming. That part's great. The part where it might be a little confusing is the Saints aren't thin at linebacker. I mean, they bring in Caden Ellis to replace Demario Davis. They can say whatever they want. That's why they brought him in, to replace Demario Davis. They're uber high on Danny Stutzman. Pete Werner has played a lot of football for you. That's kind of your front three. Oh, by the way, you also add Anthony Jennings as well to come in and play outside linebacker too. So you've got guys there. I think everyone's thought immediately goes to, is somebody hurt that we don't know about? I don't know. We wouldn't know. No one's talked about that. There haven't been linebackers leaving practice. So I don't want to speculate there. This feels like a depth piece. It is a 1-year deal for Deion Jones, and that's a guy who you look at, okay, if there is an injury, say, in the middle of the season or here in camp, you have a guy who's played 10 years in the league. Now, has his production dropped off? Yes, absolutely. I mean, Deion Jones a year ago with Tampa played in all 17 games, had 29 tackles in those 17 games. But it's a guy who's played 10 years in the league. So for that, I'm on board for it. Could it prove to just be a camp body? Yeah, sure. It could be. Or he's a really good depth piece that has a lot of experience in the league and is very familiar with the division. Having played in it for 9 of his 10 years in the league, including his last 3. All of those things I think are good things. I'll be very intrigued to see how this progresses. But Deion Jones, not homecoming of sorts, a homecoming, is now a member of the New Orleans Saints. All right, before we hit our top of the hour break here, let's go ahead and get to it. Let's go around the SEC.
Around the SEC, bringing you the biggest news from the nation's best conference.
Texas A&M! Texas A&M!
The Texas Longhorns.
Texas offensive lineman Cole Hudson has rejoined Texas after getting a 5th year of eligibility. He announced that, or I should say the school announced that on Friday. Played in 48 games for the Longhorns, 23 starts at 3 different positions, center, guard, and tackle. Exhausted his eligibility this fall, went undrafted, participated in workouts and tryouts with the Browns and Cowboys, but did not land a professional contract, so he will head back to Austin.
The Arkansas Razorbacks.
Arkansas offensive coordinator Tim Cramsey met with the media following day 2 of fall camp, updated the quarterback competition between KJ Jackson and AJ Hill, said there was great energy from the offense led by both of those guys. did not get into too much about the quarterback battle itself, other than saying there is no timeline. That will continue to go all the way through camp. That reiterates what Ryan Silverfield had to say about it as well in his most recent media availability.
The Ole Miss Rebels.
Ole Miss basketball has hired Matt Easel to Chris Beard's staff, former St. Peter's assistant and recruiting coordinator. He was part of that historic run to the Elite Eight for St. Peter's. Before he was there with St. Peter's, he was the director of recruiting at Rutgers. He's also been a head coach. Spent 6 seasons at Miami-Dade College. He'll now join Chris Beard in Oxford.
The Georgia Bulldogs.
One more basketball note. Justin Wise, he's staying home. He will commit to the Georgia Bulldogs. Chose the Dogs over Texas, Vanderbilt, Tennessee, Miami, and Clemson. 6'4" shooting guard. Number 4 shooting guard in the class of 2027. Number 30 prospect overall. Mike White's first commit for the class of 2027. There you have it. That is around the SEC. This is after further review. We are due for our top of the hour break. Musso in for Moscona, so we'll grab that break. We'll get you caught up on national headlines with Sports Center. We'll come back. Hour number 2. Terrio's here for the Riot Radio Hours. That's next on AFR.
After further review.
I am so thrilled to welcome Hancock Whitney as a new partner on After Further Review. Hancock Whitney, proud to be the official bank of LSU Athletics and the New Orleans Saints. And oh, by the way, Hancock Whitney has been my bank for more than 20 years. They love to promote the Saints and LSU debit cards. Well, you look in my money clip, I've got the New Orleans Saints custom debit card, have for years. And I love that with Hancock Whitney, there's more than 180 full-service financial centers throughout Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Texas. So no matter where I travel, I can always find a Hancock Whitney branch somewhere near me. And this is exciting. New Hancock Whitney clients can get up to $600 after opening freestyle checking and freestyle savings accounts and meeting requirements. So go to HancockWhitney.com/Matt, my name, HancockWhitney.com/Matt to get started. Minimum deposit, account opening balance, and other requirements apply. Learn more at HancockWhitney.com, member FDIC.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
The Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office protects and serves over 132,000 residents across the parish.
Keeping our community safe is our mission, and Rev Fiber plays a critical role in how we respond. Whether it's training in our special divisions, forensics investigations, or fielding emergency calls in our operations center, Rev Business connects our teams in real time, which is why we partner with Rev Business.
Get 6 months free of Rev Business services. Call or click today.
People think it's all about game day.
Let's go!
But the real work happens in the off season.
Spring practices, early lifts, extra reps.
And we need a healthcare team that works as hard as we do.
At FMOL Health, our lay of the lake, we take care of LSU football year-round.
So we can do what we do best.
We trust the lake.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
Ever wonder why cane sauce doesn't come in a pre-sealed packet? It's because it's made fresh inside every Raising Cane's every single day. Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
People ask why I chose to partner with Parrish. The answer is simple: trust. Whether you're choosing teammates, business partners, or the people working on your home or business, choose a company you know and trust. Visit parrishbuilt.com.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane.
It was one guy in there was filming every single exercise he was doing. And I was like, bro, but he didn't even look like it. He didn't look like he was a workout person either.
Holmes is recovering from a knee injury which ended his season early last year. Last night, the Cardinals and the Panthers kicked off the preseason. First full weekend of the preseason begins next week. As far as the Cardinals, ESPN Radio's Mike Golick Jr. says the Arizona offensive line is cause for concern.
I look at this team and also see questions. If you want to talk about the rushing attack here, the offensive line, their center, Jalte Froholt, was the only O-lineman to start all 17 games for them last season.
Cardinals and Panthers played to an overtime game.
If you run a small business, you've got to try Gusto. Get unlimited payroll runs and get your payroll taxes filed automatically. Offer health insurance, 401k, and more. Get started for free at gusto.com.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's ride!
Fight like a tiger, he going beast mode. Baby, he a beast though. What you think he supposed to do? You pitch a better reload. Get the point.
After further review, the Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Terrio.
Well, how's your week going?
Week was good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, but good. I'm full of good ideas.
Here comes Terrio. The throw. Not in time. Scudero delivers and the Giants lead 4-3 in the 10th.
The wave pool, although probably full of bacteria, flesh-eating parasites, and the occasional turd, provides endless hours of fun. It's not cool to have a 30A sticker on the back of your grocery go-getter. Big fan of the truck.
The Riot Radio Hour.
Up and running hour number 2 after further review here on a Friday, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Musso in for Moscona. Luke Foster, Cassie Spazzali along for the ride, and we're fired up to have you along for the ride here. 2 more hours, and we send you into your weekend. Thanks to Sam Kahn from The Athletic hopping on with us there in hour number 1. And, of course, here, we got Terrio with us today. What's up, man?
He's here. Yep. Not too much,
Yeah.
It's getting close to kickoff.
Yeah.
Been counting down the days.
Less than a
so
month.
I'm excited about that. There was a bit of a cool front. It wasn't 1,000 degrees the other day, so I kind of felt a little football weather, and then, of course, it's a million again. But, yeah, I mean, this is a fun, exciting time for me, personally.
Why?
School starting, you kind of feel
This
that
week,
you can feel that energy. The summer at the end of it for me kind of like drags. Like let's go do something. You know what I mean? School, football. I don't know,
Okay.
Yeah. So
I kind of still wish the summer would just drag on forever.
yeah, I know.
But I mean,
I'm a routine guy though,
I hear that.
and like I need the routine.
I hear that.
So
For sure. 100%. You mentioned it not being hot. It also hasn't rained in like what feels like a month.
Forever.
And it was raining literally every day.
I know.
It felt like 4 months.
What's the little waterway right there on Highland Road in between Highland and Jefferson? Whatever that's called.
Yeah,
Something Bayou.
It's not Bayou Manchac.
No.
Is it Ward's Creek? I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Ward's Creek.
Let's call it that.
Yeah, let's call it that.
Bro, the thing's almost dry.
That's not good.
And people actually fish in it. I see that sometimes, and I think they eat those fish. Like
That's
they
not
fish
good
in it.
either.
They can't even fish anymore.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Don't eat creek fish.
So it was raining on the way in.
Was it really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Little
Well, see,
pop-up
well, we can't hear anything in here, so I didn't know.
Yeah,
But okay.
little pop-up shop.
All right. That's good. I see you brought cards. That's one of the first things you said after you said hello when you walked in. Was you
so
said
fired
that you have
up
a
for
big.
this,
Look,
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something.
We'll do that later. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something about it though.
Okay.
You've been trying to get Matt.
Hmm.
I'm actually the guy you probably have a chance to get.
Really?
And here's why.
Okay.
I've never collected cards. That really wasn't my era growing up. I didn't really do the baseball cards or any sports cards or any card collection.
But you love
really.
baseball.
I do love baseball.
And you love sports.
Right. But I never, that's what I'm saying. So, like, I'm the one you might actually be able to get more so than Matt because he's gone through it and was like, I never got anything good. I never even really did it.
Do you want to buy half of this box?
See, it's going to really depend on how much that box is for
It's
me
expensive.
to do that.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah,
I'm not going to start you.
I'm not just going to throw out money like Scone did last week
Well,
on the
that
show.
being said, now that you say that, okay.
I got bills.
Well, this is fun, though, for me because I love introducing folks to the hobby. And I deeply care for you, Muse. So what I'm going to do is when I start bringing the little blaster boxes, I'll bring you can rip
Play around?
You can rip with us.
Play along. I mean, yeah.
Is there a
okay.
camera that we could turn?
Yeah. Well,
to you while we're ripping.
Well, yeah, Cass could put it on like the fisheye or something. Yeah, whenever we do that. Like, I mean, because that's the interesting part about that.
Why didn't you ask?
Because I really have never had any interest in it.
Okay.
But I thought about it when you brought the box. I'm like, I'm actually probably the guy you could end up getting hooked with. I don't know if my girlfriend would be super jazzed about you potentially doing that to me when, there's other things in life. Like, we're on a vacation next week. Like, I don't know if she'd be super jacked to hear that I just like spent $100 on baseball cards, but I mean, I'm open to the hobby.
Well, let me tell you this. So I got a text message from a friend of mine. I'm not going to say his name, here in Baton Rouge, with a screenshot of two cards, two Shohei Ohtani cards that were both pulled in a break. Over $1 million for two cards. So, I mean, this is a money-making thing for you, Muse. You could get rich. So they also had a one-of-one Shohei.
Or I couldn't.
They had a one-of-one Shohei pulled last week in Boca Raton in Florida at a hobby shop.
That was the one that sold for $10 million, right?
11.
10, 11. Dude.
I mean, I think this sounds like a hobby you should probably get involved in. Now, this box, I don't know that there's a $10 million card in here.
Could be.
But, I mean, there's some big boys. I pulled a $6,000 Connor Griffin out of this product last week.
If I were to ever sell a baseball card for $11 million, it's kind of like winning the lottery. You know what they always say? Like, you wouldn't know, but there'd be signs.
There'd be signs.
There'd be signs. If I sold anything for $11 million, there would be signs. But all right. Well, you can show me the ropes with it a little bit later. How about your week? How's your week been?
Week's been great, bro. Week's been great. So like I said, this is a fun, exciting time of the year for me. And I realized something this week. I live in the greatest city on the face of the earth.
Baton Rouge?
And I'd like to write, my letter is to my city this week.
Okay.
And this, normally my letters are kind of funny and, maybe I take shots at people. This one's a little bit different. So if you would allow me, dear, screen went down. Dear City of St. George.
Oh.
Mayor Dustin Yates, Richie Edmonds, Dave DeLucci, and the gang over there at Town Hall. My hat goes off to you. In just a few short years of its inception, I've seen more St. George Public Works vehicles riding around town, city employees walking the streets doing random acts of kindness than I can count. St. George was a dream for many. And I'm just fortunate, Muse, to be able to live in that dream right now.
Yeah. Looks like it's going well, man.
Dustin Yates and the folks at Town Hall, the city of St. George, brought my favorite place on earth other than that city, but the place I like to visit is Blue Bayou. They brought it back to prominence. It was one of the things that Mayor Yates ran on his campaign, and by golly, he did it. And the amount of tax dollars that's bringing into the city is amazing, and the smiles and laughs that I'm seeing from my office window over at Blue Bayou because of what the city of St. George has done is great. You know, it's also taken Perkins Row to the next level, St. George has. I mean, where else, Muse, can you go buy a pair of boots, a box of baseball cards, get a nice meal, Brazilian steakhouse at that?
Yeah.
Go watch a movie, not worrying about getting shanked. It's St. George. It's also got crumble cookie.
Oh, dude, don't start with
St.
cookies.
George did that, Matthew. St. George, Mayor Yates did that.
Why are they so delicious?
I don't know. Ask the mayor. St. George brought us crumble cookie. Crumble cookie, and if you haven't had it, you're missing out.
Yeah, you are.
The place is phenomenal. Dude. And there's one thing that I'm kind of on the fence on. I'd like to get your opinion. It's multicolored street signs.
Yeah, you know.
That's a thing over there. Trying to get used to it. North and west. North and south, east and west. Different colors. I don't know how I feel about it.
They don't light up. The old street signs on some of the intersections, they would light up.
They don't do that anymore.
They don't do that anymore.
This is it's called city branding.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I think.
Like,
I call it that.
I mean, I get it. It's a way to know where you are. Like, I understand that part. It's just the light up feature was kind of nice.
You know what else St. George brought us?
What else?
The Dragons. St. George Dragons.
Oh, yeah.
They just dominate the Catholic school youth sports world.
Mm-hmm. Didn't used to.
Nope. But they do now. And leading the charge is Father Yee. Shout out. He's got a beautiful voice over there at the church over there. It's great. It's got Highland Road Park too.
It does.
You want to go get a few miles in? You can do that. Mm-hmm. Who doesn't love playing frisbee golf?
You can do it there.
They do it in St. George. Country Club Chevron. Best breakfast in the world.
You love that place so much.
It's in St. George. Shout out Aaron and Miss Cassandra. If you want to know where the best fire department is, other than the one in New York, that saved everybody, it's in St. George. Mm-hmm. It's the St. George Fire Department. They got El Magay. You familiar?
I'm sorry, what?
El Magay.
I don't know what that is.
If you're not familiar with the Latin tongue, which
okay,
I am,
yeah.
It would be called El Maggi. We call it, well, say we.
Okay.
El Magay.
Yeah, now.
It's the best Mexican buffet on the planet.
Mexican buffet?
Yes, sir.
Buffet needs to make a comeback. Just saying.
Go to El Magay today.
I might.
And there's a little joint called Mi Tierra in St. George. A little Honduran flavor.
Oh.
It's a good spot. Muse, some wonder what heaven might look like. Well, I don't. Because every time I get in my vehicle and I drive around the city of St. George, I think that's what it looks like. Sincerely, Ryan.
It's after further review here on a Friday, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Musso in for Moscona. Terrio's here. We're glad you're here as well. We'll grab a break. Plenty to do. We're gonna open baseball cards as well. I mentioned it a little earlier. I'm going on vacation.
Where are you
next
going?
week? I'm going to Navarre Beach for the
Love
first.
Navarre Beach.
I'm
a big Navarre guy.
I know. That's why I want to talk to you about it because it's my first time.
Got it.
So I want you to kind of.
It's not St. George.
No, it's not. It's not
nice.
St. George. It's not St. George. But it does have a beach.
It's got one.
It does have a beach. So I want to talk to you about that a little bit later. Of course, we'll do Kick Rocks and Ask Ryan and all that stuff. Start getting your questions in now. We'll grab a break. Come back with more next on AFR.
AFR.
Brought to you by Glow Resources. If you are a business owner, if you're an HR manager, a VP, an ops manager, if you're the person in charge of hiring at your job, at your place of business, and you're having trouble finding the right people, you need Glow Resources. And I want to remind you, Glow Resources, they're exceptional when it comes to skilled blue-collar workers and also white-collar divisions. Remember, Glow Resources has a full professional placement division. So we're talking about office administrators, executive level assistants, assistant controllers, plant managers, scheduling assistants, basically any type of office job. Accounting, HR, marketing, managerial, supervisor roles. If you're having trouble finding those people and sometimes hard to fill roles, Glow Resources specialize. They recruit nationwide. For example, they had a Baton Rouge company that was looking for an engineer. They found the employee in Florida to work the job in California. It's Glow Resources. Check them out online today. GLO, glowresources.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Every Raising Cane's chicken finger is marinated, battered by hand, and cooked to order to perfection. We don't have heat lamps, because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
People think it's all about game day, but the real work happens in the off season, and we need a healthcare team that works as hard as we do.
At FML Health, our lay of the lake, we take care of LSU football year-round.
We trust the lake.
People ask why I chose to partner with Parrish. The answer is simple: trust. Whether you're choosing teammates, business partners, or the people working on your home or business, choose a company you know and trust. Visit parrishbuilt.com.
The experts at Hood Dental Care want you smiling bigger and healthier than ever. New patients can get a healthy gums cleaning for just $89.
Love telling you about our friends at River Parish Contractors. Do amazing work and have for years. At River Parish Contractors, execution is more than just completing the project. It's delivering safe, predictable results through experienced leadership, skilled craftsmanship, disciplined project management. Today, River Parish Contractors is a full-service industrial construction company with more than 500 employees, dedicated estimating, project management, safety, quality organizations in a 32,000 square foot automated pipe and structural steel fabrication facility. It's incredible. Their capabilities for maintenance, turnarounds, capital projects, civil construction, pipe fabrication, structural steel fabrication. They do it all. They do it better than anyone. It's River Parish Contractors. rpcontractors.com. rpcontractors.com.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
All right, we continue here on a Friday edition of AFR, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Musso in for Moscona. Terrio's here as well. I don't know if y'all saw this. I'm sure you have by now because it went super, super viral. This promotion that Akron football is doing.
I didn't know. What is it?
You might be interested in this
Okay.
actually because it's garnered a lot of interest from media types and like former coaches, not even just former coaches. Like, I mean, the title of the article is like celebrity season ticket buyer. So this is what Akron is doing.
Okay.
Akron football, the Akron Zips. They open their season against Robert Morris, the home opener. That's on September 12th.
Okay.
They are running a promotion where season ticket holders are entered into a random drawing to script the first offensive play in that game. Basically, you get to be the offensive coordinator and help make the script if you're a season ticket holder in Akron. And look, 16 million views in the first 24 hours on Twitter with this. And according to Front Office Sports, they spoke to somebody over at Akron, the athletic director, Dr. Andrew Goodrich. And they've said they've gotten, like, radio host Bobby Bones has entered this.
Okay.
Big Cat from Barstool, he's entered. Dan Dakich, he's entered. What play are you running? Well, like, now,
well, let me ask you a question on this.
Okay.
Though. So,
and the tickets aren't expensive either.
How do they, okay, so they got to pay to enter.
You got to buy the season tickets. You have to be a season ticket holder for Akron football. So, like, for instance, Big Cat over at Barstool told Front Office Sports in an email that he bought eight Akron season tickets for $600. I mean, it's Akron. They're not expensive tickets.
You know, it's brilliant. I love that. How do we know that they're not going to pick whatever play that they want to pick? You know what I'm saying? Like I get that. Nobody's going to do like a dive right, stand like this is going to be crazy plays.
Oh, it has to be.
Yeah. So I think it's brilliant. And I think it's awesome. I think they should do it first play out of each quarter. You should raffle it off, auction it off. I mean, look, they got some good minds out there that play football that video games all the time that can maybe draw something good up. Dude, I think it's great. I just don't know how legit the actual play that they choose is going to be. That makes sense.
Well, I'm with you. It shouldn't be legit.
Because we're doing crazy. Like, I'm doing crazy.
Oh, double reverse pass.
Yes.
Like, let's get wild.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Bro, if they do double reverse pass, first play of the game,
then you know I won the contest.
This is going to be a promotion that everybody's going to do.
You think? I don't know. I mean, I kind of hope. What if it goes for a touchdown? Like, they should, okay, if you call first play, it goes for a touchdown, I think you should get another series.
You get the whole series.
Like,
I'm trying to think outside the box here. Listen, my brain is constantly going in, like, how do you generate revenue for college sports?
This is a really good idea. For a school like Akron, that's a smaller school, where, I mean,
what if for $1? So what do you got? 100,000 folks in the LSU the Tiger Stadium.
Yeah.
What if for $1? Everybody's ticket is online.
It's true.
So it's a digital ticket, it's an electronic ticket. Yeah. For an extra $1,
I hate electronic tickets.
You can enter your play somehow.
All right.
The play that wins, they put it up on the big board. They put your name up on the big board.
Yeah.
Matthew Musso goes for a touchdown. Coach, you're famous.
Sure.
And you just made 60 or 70,000. Let's say half the people participate. You made $50,000 off of one play. Do it 20 times a game. All right, boys, Tiger Stadium. Let's get Dixon in on this. Or you could raise a couple $1 million just letting the mutants call plays. I think it's brilliant, man. Take it to the next step. Pitches in baseball.
All right.
You call a pitch. You call a batter. Raffle it off. Auction it off.
It's funny you mentioned that, and it actually coincides with this. But I with baseball, I'll come back to that in a minute. It is brilliant for Akron.
I love
because it's a smaller school. It doesn't have a lot of revenue. Like they're not going to rev share all that stuff. Yeah. It's a really cool. I mean, we just said there that a guy bought 8 season tickets for $600. Yes. That's $600 you didn't have if you're Akron, right? So it really makes sense there. You mentioned baseball, and when I saw this again today, it reminded me of something I saw last night. So the Philadelphia Phillies, auctioned off radio broadcast. A guy won this in an auction. He got to call an inning, play-by-play.
In a real-life game?
Last night, dude.
Really?
And he was freaking awesome. Like, he crushed it. He crushed it.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Dude was great. Oh, I should have pulled the audio of this so you could hear him.
Why don't we do more of that?
A little bit. This was great. Like, that's something I look at and I go, LSU could totally do that. Like in baseball?
Yeah.
Or like in basketball? Hell, even in football, you're playing your FCS opponent that week. Let the guy bid on this in an auction, go up there, call a series. This dude, Terry, I'm telling you,
he was good.
This guy nailed it. Man.
I'm gonna look it up.
I'm gonna see if I can find it in the break, and we'll come back and play some of it. Because I mean, his voice too, man. Like he had the voice. It was kind of like a reincarnation almost of Harry Carey. Like he had the voice.
Oh my gosh.
He was so good. I don't remember his. I gotta see if I can
Joe
find his,
Buck and Harry
find his
Carey
name.
had a kid. That's who it was.
Bro. My guy was out there giving like the weather. He knew what he was reading the score sheet in front of him and knew what guys did in prior at bats. He crushed it.
Wow, bro. I gotta listen to this.
He crushed it.
I love that.
I'm sitting there listening, and I'm like, this dude's going to get somebody fired.
Yeah.
This guy's going to Wally Pipp somebody. Maybe not the Phillies broadcaster, but like
he's going places.
There's going to be an opening in Major League Baseball, and they're going to be like, man, you remember the guy who called that inning for the Phillies who won it in auction?
That's him.
Like, all right, we're going to find that in the break and play a little bit of it when we come back. And if you don't want to win things at an auction, you safe to say you can kick rocks?
Oh, you can kick rocks.
All right, let's do it. Kick rocks.
It's time to kick rocks with Ryan Terrio.
Kick rocks.
Presented by Ruckus. Kick rocks with shoes from Ruckus. Jones Creek Road in Baton Rouge, or go to ruckus103.com.
Tom Brady can kick rocks. That's a standing kick rocks, but this one's
a perpetual kick rock.
Kick rocks.
Did you prepare?
Yeah. Okay, you can kick rocks for being a middle midget.
Kick rocks.
Costing your team 4 points.
They can kick a whole bag of rocks for that.
Get on down the road and kick rocks.
Muse, did you watch the Conor McGregor fight a couple weeks ago?
No, I did not. No, I had no interest in that.
My son did. They were all fired up, all the frat guys. You know, they bought the fight or whatever, a party and all that. It lasted 30 seconds. He broke his leg.
Yeah, I saw what happened. Yeah. I just didn't see the fight.
Totally faked. Wasn't ready to fight. He's done. And I used to be a Conor fan. He's done. So he's saying now he's coming back. He's going to fight again. So the idiots that buy this fight to watch him fight again can kick rocks.
Yeah.
Get on down the road and kick rocks.
Seen this story over and over again with fighters. I get it. It's what they do. They want to make some cash. But y'all are the suckers. Okay?
Yeah.
Y'all are.
Yeah, he's blown his leg out the last 2 times he tried to fight.
Yeah, bro. It's going to keep happening, Conor.
He's old.
I'm not mad at Conor about it. Get yours, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm mad at the morons that are paying to watch this.
Well, that's everything, though, right? It's cash grab for a lot of those things.
You know what else in kick rocks? It's preseason football. It's practice also for football. It happens every year. Like so and so towards ACL.
Yeah.
So and so towards MCL. And I get it, it's the nature of the thing and all that. But man, we gotta somehow get better at that. Especially since these guys' contracts aren't like a fully guaranteed deal. It's not like baseball.
Yeah. It's been happening even more in training camp.
It's been happening a lot in training camp.
Training camps about ACLs. The NFL's got an ACL problem.
It should have said, okay, yeah. I shouldn't have said preseason. I should have said training camp. Give you something different at training camp.
No, the preseason kick rocks too, in a sense.
Kick rocks.
None of the starters play. I'm sitting there watching Hall of Fame game last night, right? And don't get me wrong, Carson Beck was actually kind of entertaining to watch for the Cardinals.
How was he? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. Haynes King made a great play at the end to win the game for Carolina. So like, it was great theater, but it's like Jeremiah Love didn't even play.
Yeah, that's
You're like, well, none of the starters. And even when the starters do play, they play a series and they're out.
Notre Dame and kick rocks. I think they're ranked 5th right now.
Yeah, no, they.
Get on down the road and kick rocks.
Saw
of course
that.
they can.
That's ridiculous. Stupidest thing I've ever seen.
They're the
Terrible
worst.
Schedule, bad team. And then lastly, I got to give a hug to my guy Glenn Leday.
Yes.
Muse. You know that. Look, I mentioned St. George earlier. Let me just tell you, Glenn Leday and the folks at DOTD are just doing an amazing job. Roads are perfect, beautiful, getting better every single day. Keep doing your thing, Glenn. We appreciate you.
When's Glenn coming on the show?
We're going to get him on. He's probably going to be a celebrity guest picker.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does Glenn know football? He knows roads. Does he
Glenn
know
knows
football?
ball.
All right.
Glenn knows everything.
All right.
Yeah, Glenn knows ball.
Celebrity guest picker. Dude, I'd actually be so down for that. That'd be hilarious.
See, we'll get Glenn in studio.
See him in his face. Like,
Yeah.
don't tell him.
Don't
tell him. Just tell him, oh, bro, I got a big one.
And he's coming in studio.
Big fish coming in studio. Been working on this one for a while.
Yeah. All right, we'll do that. And
we gotta
you're
do
going to
that.
have to play it up.
Oh, I'll play. I got your back.
He's going to be so pissed because he hates surprises.
I know.
Oh, man, this is good.
That's why it's going to be good.
All right. I like
but he's not going to be Max. It's going to be Glenn Leday.
Oh, he'll love that.
Yeah.
He'll love that. And we need to get like some like traffic signs on the back screen. Like we really need to play it up.
We need this to happen. We need to make this. We really need to make that. That'd be really good. All right, that's all. Kick Rocks.
That's it.
All right, it's out further review here. Musso and Terrio driving you home on your Friday afternoon, sending you off into a weekend. Hope it's gonna be a great weekend for all of you. We'll continue here next. See if we can find some audio from our guy calling the Phillies game last night. But before we do that, South Point Volkswagen, a word on that from Matt.
Summer is here. Maybe you're looking to upgrade that ride before the family road trip. Get on by South Point Volkswagen, airline just north of Highland, or online at southpointvw.com. Southpointvw.com. Told you for years, they're Louisiana's largest volume Volkswagen dealer. Maybe you need that full-size family SUV. Make sure you go test drive the Atlas. That's what Erica drives. It's the 3-row, 7-seater family SUV. Tons of space to accommodate our family, all our bags, all the beach stuff as well. Go test drive one today at South Point Volkswagen. Remember, you can shop them online, new and certified pre-owned. So if you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle, great selection. Say it all the time. They're the largest volume Volkswagen dealer. They move more new inventory, so they have more pre-owned trade-in inventory as well. So make sure you shop their pre-owned vehicles over at South Point Volkswagen. Airline just north of Highland or southpointvw.com. South Point Volkswagen. What's your direction?
All right, we will grab a break. We'll come back on the other side. More Riot Radio hours. Of course, Ask Ryan here in about half an hour as well. So, and cards.
Huge pack rip. Yeah,
and I mean, you're selling it, man.
AJ's, man. Listen, AJ, they're great over at AJ's.
Yeah. I mean, look, y'all. Scone pulled some big ones last week out of the big pack.
I went and saw Miss Nikki today. I got promised that there's a banger in here. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that here in a segment or two.
Do that. Rip some packs. Ask Ryan, get those questions in. And more next on AFR.
AFR.
We're brought to you by Clegg's Nursery with 4 locations in the greater Baton Rouge area. Siegen near Airline, LA 16 in Denham. Mid-City on Don Moore, Garden Center on Greenwell Springs. You know those 4 locations. And what an awesome time to get by Clegg's Nursery because they still have every single day shipments of flowers coming in, plants, trees, shrubs. You want to beautify the exterior of your home. You want to add that pop of color to your flower bed, to your patio pots. Maybe you got unwanted pests like ants or snakes or mosquitoes, wasps. They can help you take care of all of them. Maybe you got weeds coming up in your lawn. You want to get rid of that. Maybe you got dead spots in your lawn. The horticulturists, the professionals at Clegg's Nursery have the knowledge, the know-how, the expertise, and all the products you need to win Yard of the Month every month for your whole life. Guaranteed. Actually, I can't back that up. You have to do some of the work, too. It's Clegg's Nursery.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Eagle 98.1, the rock station. Home of the Woody Show in the morning. Scotty Mack with Rock at Work. Michelle Southern with Southern Rock. Home of LSU sports since 1998. And rock for Baton Rouge since 1985. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. To join our VIP fan club, text ROCK to 225-499-9898. Eagle 98.1, the rock station.
I've been in banking for over 35 years. I usually start about 7:30 in the morning, and I usually leave somewhere around 5, or if customers need me to meet them at their house or their business places, I don't mind going after hours. I have done churches, subdivisions, retail centers, hospitals, and nursing homes. And that's why we chose to live in this community, because of the values First American Bank has, that I can serve my community and my customers.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable...
We're running about First South Farm Credit, firstsouthland.com, firstsouthland.com. Thinking of buying land, your first call should be to First South Farm Credit. firstsouthfarmcredit.com, firstsouthfarmcredit.com. Hey, remember, always encourage you to go to the website, firstsouthfarmcredit.com. If you're a farmer, no doubt you know about First South Farm Credit, because they've been helping farmers buy agriculture land for more than 100 years. But if it's maybe it's that hunting property, maybe it's just your recreational property in Mississippi, maybe you want to go buy a ranch in Montana. They can help you buy land anywhere in the lower 48. Buying land is different than buying a home. You know that. So trust the people who have helped Louisianans buy land for more than 100 years. First South Farm Credit. Go to firstsouthfarmcredit.com, firstsouthfarmcredit.com. One more time, firstsouthfarmcredit.com. Your first call should be to First South Farm Credit.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
All right, we roll along here on a Friday edition of AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Riot Radio Hour number 1. Musso in with Terrio. I found the guy.
Give it to me. What's his name first?
All right, so if you're just joining us, we were talking about Akron's viral promotion they're doing with their season ticket holders for football, where one season ticket holder will win a contest and get to script the first few plays of their home opener. That reminded me of something I saw on Twitter last night, where the Philadelphia Phillies of Major League Baseball ran an auction where a fan won the opportunity to do an inning of play-by-play on their radio broadcast in a real baseball game. And we found it. So the guy's name is Lewis. His name is Lewis. Lewis from Medford Lakes.
Yeah.
That's our guy.
Yeah.
He went into the booth.
Mass comm major.
Maybe. Could be.
Okay.
Not sure. Called the top of the third inning. We have found some audio for you. And the thing is, he was pretty darn good.
Give it to me. I want to hear this.
94 WIP, Phillies Radio Network. This was a snippet of Lewis last night calling some Phillies baseball.
Lewis, welcome. Glad to have you here.
Thank you, Scott. It's a thrill to be here. It's a lifelong dream to be in the Phillies broadcast booth. So here we go. Painter with the first pitch to Ortiz. It's in there for strike one call. Phils with 2 in the bottom of the second to take the lead. As we start the top of the third now, Painter delivers. It's bounced foul towards the Phillies dugout.
Bro,
it's fake.
It's not
and
fake.
The count 1-1. Phillies winning the first 2 games of this series. 1 more to go tomorrow night, and then a 3-game set with the Blue Jays over the weekend. Now Painter delivers. It's a check swing. It's a called strike 3. He got him.
That's good. I mean,
so Ortiz.
Bro.
Dude.
I mean, I'm getting some Vin Scully vibes
Yes.
there. Like, that's not his first time.
It can't be, right?
Absolutely not.
It can't be.
He's done that before, and he's done it at a high level. I could listen to that guy all day.
Yes.
It's amazing.
I mean, he filled the dead air with stuff you would care about, like with the goal. You know, Phillies, they just scored 2 in the bottom half. So we're here in the top half. They just took the lead. Got a series coming up with the Blue Jays. Check swing, strike 3. I mean, Lewis from Medford's a guy.
Like, is this getting play like nationally?
Yes.
It should, as it should.
Oh, dude. When I wanted to find it, all I did was type in Phillies fan announcer. I mean, Barstool has it.
Yeah.
A bunch of you stated Bleacher Report, like the New York Times. There you go. Lewis, he's 73 years old. Dreamed of doing play-by-play.
He's unbelievable.
Lewis Kalb, 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 longtime Phillies fan.
Jeez.
That guy was awesome.
He was awesome.
73 years old.
Shout out to Lewis, man. Good job, bro.
That's a promotion I could get on. Like, dude.
Hey, guys, don't give up on your dreams.
Feel like you got to do a really, really good vetting process on that. You don't just want to let anybody up there on radio.
No.
Like, you got to make sure they don't, curse or
Which would be
do
fun. I mean,
things.
it would be funny, though.
Oh, yeah, it would be funny. But, I mean, like, more people need to pick up that promotion. That's awesome.
That is awesome. I agree.
You're not always going to get a Lewis. But when you get a Lewis,
Hold on to him.
someone hire Lewis. He's 73. It doesn't matter.
He's retired, I'm sure, man. Like, he'd do it for free.
Vince Scully, you mentioned Vince Scully. Yeah, like Vin Scully, Harry Carey, kind of like a mesh there.
Yeah.
That was great. Vin Scully, how old was Vin Scully when he stopped doing Dodger games?
He was in his 90s.
He was, yeah. Like Lewis has 20 years left in him here if he's healthy.
He does.
Which he sounded healthy.
Sounded great. I mean, he sounded great.
You didn't miss any of the action. It was great. You know what we should have done too? Because that was like a 7-minute. It was like a 7-minute inning.
They gotta have him. They gotta have him back.
Got to. The next batter. So they were playing the Nationals. The next batter was Dylan Cruz. Cruz got a single, so he got to call a Cruz single in there as well. So I was like, oh, that's really cool, man. That's good stuff.
Cruz is heating up.
He is, which I'm happy to see. He needed to, man.
Yeah, his last couple months, he's been really good.
Yes, which I think you look at it right now, he's hitting like 223, and it's like 223, but it's like, yeah, but he was hitting like 113.
Oh, he's bad.
So that's
nice heating up.
That's a really heavy, increase there for him. He raised his average of 100 points or so.
When you've got 200 or 300 at bats too, it ain't easy to raise your average.
No. Real quick, when you talked about Cruz, I put you on the spot. Thought on Skeens? What might be going on there, man?
I don't know.
I watched him when they played the Brewers. Is that
2 nights ago?
2 nights ago, I watched him.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I mean, it's not bad.
No, me and
but it's not Skeens.
Papirski and I were talking about this the other day. And look, it was my kind of first thought was like, okay, World Baseball Classic, got him. Zapped him.
Yeah.
And but like talking to Paul, he's like, no, dude, like I feel great. Like nothing hurts, and I don't like my mechanics are fine, and here's one thing I will say, like big league hitters will figure you out. Like there's so much video and good coaching, and a guy like Skeens, because he throws so hard, you have to guess. And if you get predictable and you get in a predictable count, start doing the same things over and over again, and guys are guessing right, man, you're going to give up hits. Like you have to kind of reinvent yourself. The velocity's down, yes, but it's still 96, 97 every time with fastballs that go the opposite direction. I don't know. Papirski's pretty convinced that, hey, man, like, he had to ramp up early. It's a lot of meaningful innings. But I'll say this, too. Guys, lives change. This is a dude that went from the Air Force Academy, which is a very stringent routine, and, straight to LSU, where he was locked in with, weight training and throwing programs and all this stuff. And then, you're fast forwarded to the big leagues, and everything's going. And then now, he bought a house last year, and so that routine has changed, where you've got girlfriend or wife or fiance, whatever it may be, and now you're having to kind of like figure out, okay, like now who's going to tell me to do stuff and what am I going to do? He's not a guy I worry about discipline wise and partying and all that stuff. Like that's not him. But in changes, like these guys aren't robots. Like he's a Southern California kid that was transplanted to Baton Rouge, that the place put its arms around him and provided the support now he's in a different state living. So this is a lot of change, man. I think this is just one of those years like he's gonna have a 2 ERA next year. I really believe that.
So that was gonna be my next question. Is like, do you think this is something that is fixable for him this year? Because I mean, look, the Pirates. It's August 7th. The Pirates are 4.5 games out of the final wild card spot in the National League. Like, they have a chance. It might not be a great chance, but they have a chance there. And if Skeens is Skeens, they have a better chance. Or is this something that needs to be like an off season deal to really get refocused and rested up and all of those things?
Yeah, I mean, it could change on a dime, and his next start, he could throw a no-hitter.
That'd be sick.
And he could throw a perfect game. I mean, he's just got that type of stuff and ability. But, I understand what it takes to get prepared for a season, and then the energy that it takes to go out there and execute and play. And the World Baseball Classic's a big deal. It lasted a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you only have like so much of that in you until you got to recharge the batteries a little bit. We could be seeing that, man. Look, Pittsburgh makes a push. They somehow get into the playoffs. You see a different guy. They're not going to make that push without Connor Griffin. I'm just going to be real with you.
Dude.
But, if he gets healthy and you start to see, I think you do see a change there. But, man, it's 3 or 4 runs every outing where this was a dude that was throwing up, he's sub-2 ERA the last 2 seasons.
I mean, Rookie of the Year, 2-time All-Star game, starter in a Cy Young in his first 2 seasons.
Sub-2s. And, he's knocking on the door of 4. Now, look, he's had some bad luck. Defensively, the defense has 100% let him down.
In his first game, his first start of the year, it was atrocious. Yeah, for sure. I mean,
But that's happened all year.
I know.
There's been a couple times. Mangum got him one time, too, pretty bad. Like, I was reading a stat, like, he gets the worst, I guess, defensive support of any pitcher in the league. Where last year, he's got the worst offensive support.
Let's say last year they couldn't score runs for him. Now the Pirates can't stop scoring runs, but they give them up with their defense. It's just,
he'll be fine.
What an organization. All right, we'll grab a break. We'll come back, close out hour number 2 here. Ask Ryan, so get your questions in. YouTube chat. You can tweet them at me, at Musso Matthew. We'll do Ask Ryan, wrap it up. We'll open the box, start the third hour. How about that?
Let's do it, yeah.
We'll get you to open the box, start the third hour, see what you pull there with some
You can
cards.
open a couple packs?
Sure, I'll open.
You can rip a few. Now, if you pull something huge, you can't have it.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm good there. I don't need that.
I get you a little taste, though. We'll see what we get.
Yeah, dip the toe in the
Who's
water
your
a little
favorite
bit.
current player?
Current? It's still Mookie Betts.
Okay, well,
He's
in there.
I'll forever love Mookie Betts. All right, we'll grab a break. And Ask Ryan is next to close out hour number 2 of AFR.
AFR.
Let's Rev, R-E-V, letsrev.com, letsrev.com. You ever just get super frustrated at super slow internet? Oh, we've all been there, man. The little spinning wheel, slamming your keyboard or your mouse, pounding the desk because it's so frustrating. Your internet's so slow. Storm comes, knocks the power out, knocks the internet out, knocks the cable out. You're so frustrated. Maybe that's just me because I get kind of angry about things. But it's annoying. Nobody wants that to happen. Rev can help. They're local and 5 gigs, lightning fast speeds, and backed by an all-fiber network. Fiber. It's buried under the ground. I mean, you don't have to worry about a storm coming knocking the power lines down. Let's Rev. Listen, more than 70,000 Louisiana homeowners and business owners trust Rev. You should as well. REV. 90 years of local experience. Let'sRev.com. Let'sRev.com.
People ask why I chose to partner with Parrish. The answer is simple: trust. Whether you're choosing teammates, business partners, or the people working on your home or business, choose a company you know and trust. Visit parrishbuilt.com.
Community sailing is all about getting people in the New Orleans area out on boats, out on Lake Pontchartrain. Gulf Coast Bank helps us provide opportunities to get folks out who might not otherwise have the financial means to come sailing. Auctions in August is an online fundraiser that helps nonprofits like us service the community. Bidding through Auctions in August is a lot of fun because there's so many different items. There's something for everyone, so you're sure to find something that relates directly to you that you'll enjoy bidding on, and you get to help out the community.
Need a steel building? Proform Steel. I want you to remember the name. Why use Proform Steel? Well, I got tons of reasons. Here's a few. How about the lead times? 6 to 8 weeks from signed contract out the door. They'll get it to you quicker. Free delivery on every building. You buy it from them, they'll deliver it for free. It's Proform Steel. You can even order online. You can pick the style, size, color, doors, submit the form, get a call back the same day. And at Proform Steel, they use American-made materials on everything. No exceptions. It's Proform Steel. Maybe you need a shed in your backyard. Maybe we're talking about a big industrial facility. Need a steel building? You want Proform Steel. Make sure you call Brandon Golson, you know the name, at Proform Steel. Check them out, Proform Steel.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Wrapping up here, hour number 2 of AFR, Don Juan Cigar Bar. Musso and Terrio here with you. Get a little bit of Ask Ryan, and what? Oh, sorry, I thought you were trying to get my attention. All right, we'll get to a little bit of Ask Ryan here. First one, Kevin. Kevin says, "Ask Ryan, top 3 prospects we should be investing in right now." I'm assuming he means baseball cards.
Yeah. Prospects, I like Theo Gillen with the Tampa Bay Rays. I like...
Yeah, he's going to be good. He plays for the Rays.
Yeah. I like Jesus Made. His name's Jesus, so of course he's going to be good.
True.
And then, look, man, it's kind of being a homer, but, like, I think Cade Anderson's going to have a really, really, really good career. And I like Cade.
Mariners got to get Cade up. What's going on here? Is this a team control thing that we got going on right now? Because
the roster's going to expand in September, and he'll go up in September.
Like, they just traded a starter at the deadline.
Yeah, he'll go up in September.
We need to get Cade up, and then look, they're in trying to. They've fallen all the way to 3rd in their division. Okay, so we're gonna open the cards in the next hour.
Next hour, yeah.
Have you flipped any yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I sold so George Lombard Jr.,
who just hit a yak in the debut the other night.
So I had a lot of him. Had a nice auto, his auto card a first. So the second he got called up, I listed that and a few others on him. It's funny, but the way that their stock goes up, it's just like the stock market.
Yeah.
And then everybody starts talking, and then a card that might sell for $70 all of a sudden sells for $270 because he just hit a homer in his debut. So yes, you flip. You got a window. You got a short.
Matt says, "Ask Ryan, will the St. Louis Cardinals get back to the World Series in the next 5 years?"
Mm-mm.
No,
I don't think so.
They got good young talent, though.
You got J.J. Weatherhold, who I really like. But that division right now is just a gauntlet. Like,
Brewers, man.
Milwaukee ain't going nowhere. The Cubs are spending money like they're the Yankees and the Red Sox. they're in a hard division, man. And like you said it earlier, like Pittsburgh is close.
Yep.
Pittsburgh is one or two players away from, and they're in the bad division. They're in the wrong division.
It's AFR. Friday show presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. One more hour here left to go. We got a lot to do, so we're going to open the cards. I want to get your thoughts. I'm going to Navarre Beach. I know you love Navarre Beach. So I want to get some thoughts on that from you. What things that I might need to do. Drew Brees is going into the Hall of Fame. Your coworker Drew Brees is going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah, co-owner.
So
my partner. He's my partner.
Yeah. So we got to get to that as well. A lot to do here. It's AFR on a Friday, rolling along, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Sports Center, get you caught up on national headlines. And then hour number 3, we're back with that next. Stick around.
AFR.
AFR is brought to you by Parish Restoration. Kill mold, remove odor, other harmful pathogens, commercial or residential. As a matter of fact, Parish Restoration, I love the process, by the way. If you go to the website at parishrestoration.com, you can see videos of their patented non-toxic dry fog treatment. So you see exactly what it looks like. Very cool. But they have fogged, over at Parish Restoration, they fogged one of the largest buildings in the entire state of Louisiana. So it doesn't matter if it's your office building, your church, whatever it may be, school, or your home. They can even fog your car. Maybe your car has a weird odor, musty smell. Maybe you bought a used car from a smoker and you can't get that smoky smell out. This will do it. They'll come while you're at work, fog it by the time you're done with work for the day. Boom, you're back in a clean-smelling, fresh-smelling vehicle. It's Parish Restoration. Learn more at parishrestoration.com. Parishrestoration.com. Do business with someone you know. Parishrestoration.com.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. Now the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
My name is Mike Krumholt, and I've been with First American Bank for 4 years. What makes First American Bank special is we're able to offer all the products and services that any other big bank can offer. What sets us apart is being able to give that small town feel that someone can pick up the phone and they can talk to someone or stop by the branch and get excellent customer service.
it's Matt Moscona. Look, back pain can sideline you from the things you love. That's why I trust Dr. Kevin McCarthy and the team at the Spine Center of Louisiana. Dr. McCarthy doesn't just treat symptoms. He gets to the root of the problem. From advanced injection therapy to minimally invasive surgery, they've got
Center.
I'm Ed Denkin. We start with the NFL. Colts cornerback Cam Taylor-Britt must serve a one-game suspension without pay for the regular season opener. The league announced that Taylor-Britt violated the league's personal conduct policy. He agreed to a plea agreement last year from a reckless driving arrest. Meanwhile, the Titans have given Peter Skoronski an extension. According to the NFL Network's Ian Rappaport, the deal's for 4 years and $100 million, making Skoronski the highest-paid guard in the NFL. Meanwhile, Chiefs coach Andy Reid says Patrick Mahomes will likely be a spectator during the preseason.
There's a pretty good chance I don't play him, and percentages are leading that way. And I don't know if I'll play him the second or third game. I mean, I don't know that. So, but percentages probably lean against doing that.
The first full weekend of the preseason takes place next week. In baseball news, the A's and GM David Forst have mutually parted ways. Forst joined the organization in 2000. Assistant GM Dan Feinstein takes over on an interim basis. The Twins have placed pitcher Joe Ryan on the 15-day injured list. He is dealing with a left glute strain. Meanwhile, it's the Guardians and the White Sox tonight in Chicago.
If you run a small business, you've got to try Gusto. Get unlimited payroll runs and get your payroll taxes filed automatically. Offer health insurance, 401k, and more. Get started for free at gusto.com.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's rock!
All right. Hour number 3, after further review. Musso in for Moscona. Right Radio, hour number 2. Terrio's here. Luke Foster, Cassie Spazzali, along for the ride. Fired up to have you along for the ride here as well. We dive into our final hour before we send you into the weekend. We got a ton left to do. So I got to get Terrio's thoughts on Drew Brees heading to the Hall of Fame here on Saturday. Awesome honor, man. Gave you some of my thoughts in the first hour. We'll kick that around a little bit. Baseball cards.
Yeah.
Here, we're about to get into that right now.
Yeah, let's get into it.
I want you to kind of show me why, because I've never done this before. Ask Ryan, of course, to wrap the show as well. But let's do the cards.
So first off, I got to shout out AJ's Sports Cards over there on Drusilla. My friends over there, Miss Nikki, who just, if you want to get in the hobby, if you're in the hobby, if you think you might want to get in the hobby, go check it out. Talk to Nikki over there. The place is amazing. I've been doing business with them for years and years. There's a couple other show hosts here at this station that do business over there as well. And so shout out to the good folks over at AJ's. Go give them a shout. But today we got, this is straight from AJ's.
Okay.
Went over there today. So we got some Topps Tribute. The reason why I like this product, and they'll introduce, come out with multiple different types of products every year. Generally, Topps and Bowman is what I'm collecting. The reason why I like this one is you're guaranteed 3 on-card autographs in this box, and then 3 relic cards. But if you notice, who's on the front there?
Barry.
So you got some guys from my era: Barry, Albert, Greg Maddox. I mean, you have a few, and then you have the new guys too.
Okay.
And then you'll
It's a
get
mix.
some.
It's a good mix.
It's a good little mix. I mean, the chase here obviously is Shohei.
Okay.
But if you get the Barry card or cards, which they have multiple, those are pretty good too. So that's what we got.
All right, that was awesome. Whatever you just did,
Yeah. Well, that's like the
if you
display.
weren't watching,
That's how they would
he
display.
folded but it was effortless.
Well,
Like that. No, that was impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen,
I wasn't ready for that.
It's not my first rodeo.
I could tell.
So I want you to open a few.
Okay.
And hopefully I can get you hooked.
Like I said, this is never something that I did. Like I didn't collect cards, like any cards, like no baseball, football, basketball, no like Pokemon. Like, I didn't collect any cards.
Okay, you go first.
Okay.
You don't want to mess up the corners of the
Well, I
cards.
know. That's what I'm trying to.
Okay, I'll go first.
How,
You
well, how
can watch.
Yeah, there you go.
So you can do like this.
Yeah.
And then you just pull.
Gotcha. There we go. All right.
Now you go first.
I'm like, I don't want to mess anything up here.
Yeah. Y'all go to AJ's. Buy a bunch of cards.
All right. Let's pull them out here. And we just, all right, let's see. These things are thick. Okay. Jose Ramirez.
J-Ram.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a good one. So that's a base. So that's a base card. That's nothing special. That's his base.
Okay. Are these stuck together or is it all one card?
That's a big boy.
Okay. Salvador Perez.
Salvador Perez out of 99.
Out of 90. Okay.
That's a piece of his jersey. Or 199.
199. Out of 199 with a piece of the jersey.
So they only made 199 of
City
those.
Connect, too. I don't know if that matters for anything.
I mean, matters to me.
Okay. They don't put stats on the back of these things anymore?
No, bro. Not these. These are big boys.
CJ Kafis. Another base card, another Cleveland Guardian.
Rookie.
It's a rookie card. Okay. Oh, he's a rookie. Yeah,
He's a
RC.
rookie.
I see it. Okay.
Yeah, and he's a good player.
RC.
He's a good
okay.
player.
Okay.
All right, so I like to go the other way, Muse. I'll look at the first one. We got Fernando Tatis.
All right. I like Tatis, dude.
Okay, this is our first auto. It's a White Sox. Now we're hoping
Oh, okay.
We're hoping
Okay.
Murakami.
All right.
If this is Murakami, this is big.
Okay.
It's not Murakami. It's Kyle Teal, rookie, out of 75.
Former Boston Red Sox, Kyle Teal.
This is another cool thing in this product.
Tris Speaker.
They'll do the old guys.
That's pretty cool.
They'll do the old guys. Kyle Teal.
That feels just cool to have. Man, it's probably not worth anything. Base card, right? But I mean, it feels cool to have.
Yeah. Okay, here, you
All right,
do another one.
Here's that Perez.
Yeah, I'll get it.
All right, I'll do another one here.
We needed that to be Murakami.
That's where the money is
Yeah,
is Murakami?
That would be a big one.
Okay. All right, I'll do them the way you did them this time. All right, so we got Sammy Sosa.
Okay.
Little Cubs card, Sammy Sosa. I got an auto here. Oh, Pudge Rodriguez out of 50.
To 50.
To 50, auto.
Hall of Famer.
Dude, loved Pudge.
How cool is that?
That's pretty cool. Loved Pudge.
We got to get this one in the...
And Walter Johnson out of 99 for the Washington Senators. It's got the green on it.
That's a good card.
Okay.
We'll put that one in a sleeve, too.
Okay. What was the other one you said that wasn't... do we need the Kafis rookie? Is that worth anything?
Not really.
No?
I mean, maybe a little bit.
Sorry, CJ. Yeah. Better luck next time, bud.
Yeah, you got him.
Okay. All right.
I'll go.
All right. Pudge, man.
It's Pudge.
Loved Pudge,
See,
dude.
that's why I like this product.
Loved Pudge.
Luis Morales. Nasty.
Okay. Good uni from the A's that's on there, too. The green, the light green jersey.
Rogers Hornsby.
All right.
And then
that's not the one that's worth a lot, though, right?
And then we got our auto here. It's a Houston Astro, a lefty.
Oh.
Jacob Melton to 25, rookie card.
Okay.
Not huge. Not fired up about that.
All right. You're sleeving it, though.
Well, it's an auto, and it's his rookie, and, whatever. He may be good.
All right. Let's see. All right. We'll open the...
That one giving me some problems there, bud?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying not to mess up the corners of the card. All right. There we go. All right. Let's see here. Jacob Mizorowski is just a base card. Oh, no. It's his rookie. Never mind. Rookie. Rookie,
bro. It's a good one.
Justin Verlander, City Connect relic out of 75. Astros.
You're big on the City Connects right now.
Apparently.
Okay.
And then Bo Bichette.
I like Bo.
Blue Jays, Bo Bichette.
I like Bo Bichette.
Just base card there.
Is this the last one?
I think that would be the last one, yeah.
I got one.
So we need one more auto, right? Did you say there was 3 autos?
I got 2.
Oh, you got 2. Okay.
Paul Molitor.
All right.
James Wood to 75.
Dude, he's a good player. I like James Wood.
And then we got Adley Rushman. So this is cool. Piece of his bat,
Oh, that's
Piece
pretty
of
cool,
two of his
yeah.
jerseys. Check that out.
Look at that. I think a little home white, the black, the bat.
Yeah, not bad.
Out of 150. Triple relics card.
Triple relic, bro.
How about that, man?
Not bad. Not bad. Okay.
All
Decent.
right.
Nothing huge.
No.
Nothing huge, but
What about the Miz rookie? Is that? I mean, it's not out of anything.
That's okay. I mean, if we can maybe grade it, send it
Yeah.
off.
Oh, it's just interesting. I mean, guy feels like he has potential to have a Hall of Fame career, so it's just one of those deals.
He
But,
throws a billion, and yeah.
He does. He does. He throws a billion. God, that guy could have been at LSU.
What do you think? Did you have fun?
It was fun. The unknown is the fun part for me there.
Yeah.
You don't know what's behind the pack.
Yeah. You don't know what you're about to get.
Yeah,
I get it.
it's kind of that thing. It's just like, oh, hold on. There's the kind of Christmas morning vibes a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Kind of there.
And who doesn't love Christmas morning?
Scrooges. People who hate fun.
Yeah.
And
idiots.
And happiness. And hate being jolly. Yeah. No, that's interesting. I don't know. I'd have to.
I would sell. I'm gonna sell all of these. I think
That we got today.
I keep Bobby Witt.
Okay.
I keep Connor Griffin. I'm struggling whether I sell the one I pulled a couple weeks ago.
Hey man,
I collect those two, and then I collect
it would make sense that card's only going to go up in value.
Griffey and Nolan Ryan. So I won't sell
Makes
any of
sense.
those.
Ryan Express, yeah, dude.
I just like him. Yeah. Is Jacob Milton any good? Does anybody know anything about Jacob?
I don't know anything about him.
Let's
Is that a Brewers uniform? What was that? Or no, that's a
Strohs.
Strohs.
Let's see what the eBay says. Jacob Milton. I don't know anything about this.
His name does sound familiar, but here we go.
$40. $65? Okay.
65. That's not.
$65.
Can you, just on the cards you pulled,
Yeah, that's the question. What you're about to ask.
can you get your money back?
On this box?
Yeah.
No.
Hmm.
But I mean, I opened one the other day that
Right. The Connor Griffin card.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's a big one. That's the game you play.
Yeah, this guy's not very good. Jacob Milton.
He's not. What's his number? What's his?
It's not very good. Let's see. Well, he's with the Rays now.
Oh, he doesn't even play for Houston anymore.
He's with the Rays now. He's in
Oh, bro.
Oh, dude, he was in AAA at one point this year, but now he's also in the rookie league. So maybe he got hurt, little rehab assignment potentially there. He had 157 for the Astros a year ago.
Bro, this Pudge is
77 ABs.
This Pudge is
Dude,
$200.
Really? How about that?
Mm-hmm.
I was a big Pudge guy, man.
Okay.
Just heck, I mean, glue guy, great player, hell of a catcher.
One of the greatest arms. I mean, probably the best arm behind the plate of all time.
He's just, and his nickname was Pudge, which was just so good too.
Is Kyle Teal any good? Who's Kyle Teal?
Kyle Teal, so he played at Virginia, in college ball, and the Red Sox drafted him back in 2023, and they just traded him at the beginning of this season to Chicago, and he made his debut. But I mean, he was a stud at Virginia in college. Played for O'Connor. So far he's hitting 190 with 2 pumps and 14 RBI for Chicago right now, though.
Yeah, this card isn't worth anything.
Mm-mm.
It's worth $40.
No, more of a prospect type guy.
That's a hold. I'll hold that. We'll see what happens with him.
I don't know if I'd do that. I don't know if he's gonna be any good, man. Maybe.
You never know.
'Cause he was a stud at Virginia, but yeah. I liked the pick when the Red Sox made it, and then they traded him. So, all right, okay.
We're gonna keep
I'm
working.
not completely turned off by it. How about
working.
that?
We'll keep working.
It does help that you just told me a Pudge Rodriguez card that I pulled was worth $200.
Yeah.
However, I'd also have to invest in the pack to be able to get that.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, that's where I gotta.
Well, that's the game. That's the risk
Yeah.
you're playing. Now, look, you don't have to buy this
Right.
product.
But would I get a Pudge card like that out of another box?
No. I mean,
So
your chances go down.
Right? So
Yeah,
it's like.
your chances go down.
We'll have to wait and see. All right, we'll grab a break. We'll come back on the other side. I don't know. We either talk about me going to the beach or Drew Brees going into the Hall of Fame.
About the same.
One of those, yeah. I'm looking forward to my trip. Yeah. I don't know. We'll do that next. It's AFR. Stick around.
After further review.
AFR is brought to you by the Watermark Hotel and the Renaissance Hotel, two beautiful hotel properties in Baton Rouge, the Watermark downtown, the Renaissance Southtown right there on Bluebonnet. And when it comes to hosting your event, both the Watermark and the Renaissance are perfect. The Watermark is a gorgeous, elegant spot in downtown Baton Rouge. That wedding reception, that smaller gathering, that meeting space, they can do it. They've kept so much of the history and tradition of that iconic building while modernizing it. The Gregory is a great restaurant inside of the Watermark as well. And then, of course, the Renaissance Hotel, Southtown, right there on Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge. It's more modern. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous hotel property at the Renaissance Hotel where they have meeting space that can accommodate up to 500 people, 7,000 square foot of meeting space, perfectly located right off of Bluebonnet and I-10. It's the Watermark and the Renaissance Hotels in Baton Rouge.
At Relief Windows, we're more than windows. We're windows, doors, hardy plank, and vinyl siding. But our number one product's always customer satisfaction. Come visit us at reliefwindows.com. By the way, we do shutters too.
People think it's all about game day. Let's go! But the real work happens in the off season. Spring practices, early lifts, extra reps. And we need a healthcare team that works as hard as we do.
At FMOL Health, our lay of the lake, we take care of LSU football year-round.
So we can do what we do best. We trust the lake.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
Community sailing is all about getting people in the New Orleans area out on boats, out on Lake Pontchartrain. Gulf Coast Bank helps us provide opportunities to get folks out who might not otherwise have the financial means to come sailing. Auctions in August is an online fundraiser that helps nonprofits like us service the community. Bidding through Auctions in August is a lot of fun because there's so many different items. There's something for everyone, so you're sure to find something that relates directly to you that you'll enjoy bidding on, and you get to help out the community.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. Now the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
As a business owner, you're always focused on how you can improve the bottom line. Well, when was the last time you shopped your insurance coverage? Insurance Network of Louisiana can help. If you're a business owner, let my friends at Insurance Network of Louisiana see if they can find you better coverage for less money. They always offer exceptional customer service and partner with only the best providers. So check them out online today at lainsurance.net.
Eagle 98.1, the rock station. Home of the Woody Show in the morning. Scotty Mack with Rock at Work. Michelle Southern with Southern Rock. Home of LSU sports since 1998. And rock for Baton Rouge since 1985. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Our Lady of the Lake, championship health partner of LSU Athletics. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, as we say, together we roar. Part of the Franciscan Missionaries of Our Lady Health System. And, I love telling you about Our Lady of the Lake because whenever we talk about healthcare, Our Lady of the Lake understands the two things primarily that people want are access and convenience. And they knock that out of the park. Whether it be at the Regional Medical Center, if it's the Lake After Hours, if it's any of the specialty services that you may need, heart, stroke, cancer, pediatrics, you want the best. You want Our Lady of the Lake. You can learn more about the Championship Health Partnership, OLOLRMC.com/LSU, OLOLRMC.com/LSU. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, together, we roar.
Continuing along here after further review on a Thursday. Nope. No.
Not
It's a
Thursday.
Friday. Whew. Continuing on here after further review on a Friday, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Musso and Terrio hanging out here. Drew Brees. Drew Brees is going to go into the Hall of Fame on Saturday afternoon up in Canton. Gave some thoughts on this a little bit earlier. For me, this is, I said it earlier, not just Drew. It's just a really cool Hall of Fame class because it's a bunch of guys that I actually grew up watching, like Adam Vinatieri and Larry Fitzgerald and obviously Drew Brees and Luke Kuechly, like Roger Craig from, all the great 49er Super Bowl teams. Okay, I don't have a frame of reference of that guy. But for 4 out of the 5, I do. And that's like a really cool thing. When you look at Drew specifically, one of the things I said was, or the way I feel about it is, as great of an honor it is, and we'll remember everything that he did and all of those things, for me, there is also like kind of a sense of finality with this. Like this is the last milestone for Drew Brees in a Saints uniform.
Yeah.
And we saw so many of them for him, whether it was passing records or touchdown records or Super Bowl MVP, playing into his 40s. I mean, all the different milestones that we saw from him. This is the last one. And this is kind of the time where you really look at it and you go, and not in a bad way, but you go, man, that era is really over.
Yeah.
Which I think is a really cool thing about sports and halls of fame and things of that nature. But it is one of those times that you really sit back and you go, that was great. And now it is officially closed. Type deal.
I mean, look, obviously you look back and appreciate the time. I think anytime you're elected into a Hall of Fame, it's an incredible honor. This is something that, had he not brought a championship to New Orleans, I don't think it would be downplayed at all. I think he'd be sitting. I mean, and you can't say that for everyone that goes into those halls. It's dependent on winning in the championship, the things that you referenced on all the records and the way he did, the way he went about his daily life as well, I think plays a lot into it. The one thing that I think's overlooked in Drew's career is the massive shoulder surgery that he had, where he was damaged goods. Nobody wanted anything to do with him. Just for a frame of reference, my son Houston had the same surgery, not nearly as intense. I think maybe 2 or 3 anchors in his shoulder. I think Drew had 9. Like, when pitchers in baseball have shoulder surgery, it's over.
Yeah.
Like, you can have Tommy John and come back. The second you tear a labrum or rotator cuff, really labrum is kind of the kiss of death. This guy had labrum surgery, but his labrum was destroyed. I think it was 9 anchors. The rehab that it took, and he put these numbers up post surgery. That just speaks to his work ethic, his will to win. I want to shout out Bo Lowry as well.
We had Bo on the show yesterday.
Yeah, I mean the work, and Drew and Bo are very close. And I think that's the reason. I think Drew understands, hey, man, like this guy, is my guy. Like he was right there every step of the way and got me back right. And a lot of it, obviously, Drew did a lot of that himself. But yeah, man, I mean, to do what he did after a surgery like that is really unheard of, and it gets overlooked.
We've had a few people on this week to kind of talk about Drew, Bo being one of them, and Bo could really give the behind the scenes of the work ethic and the leadership, that Drew Brees carried in his time. Not only that, she still does, obviously, today. It sounds like a silly question to ask and like a no-brainer question to ask, but just how big of a deal is that, having a guy like that in the locker room?
Yeah, I mean,
like, is there anyone you can think of in all your stops for Major League Baseball that you're just like, man, if we didn't have that guy in the locker room just for the leadership aspect?
Yeah, I mean, on every championship team, you have guys like that. What I marvel with at Drew is the consistency of it, because what happens most of the time is, your superstar is not necessarily your clubhouse leader.
Right.
That's generally what happens. We look at a, Pat Mahomes or a Tom Brady or whoever it may be, these generational type players. I'm not so sure that they're the leaders in the clubhouse. I don't know that. They don't necessarily have to be. Like my championship teams, the best player in St. Louis was Albert Pujols. He was not our leader. He was a leader, but the buck stopped with Yadier Molina and Chris Carpenter. That's it. In San Francisco, you've got Buster Posey, you've got, Pablo Sandoval, and I mean we Barry Zito. You've got all these guys, but the leader on the team was Hunter Pence, and then right after him was Madison Bumgarner, who was a rookie, by the way. He was like a 22-year-old rookie that the buck stopped with Bum. And so it is so unique to have a superstar like Drew Brees, who's the best in the world at what he does, also be the clubhouse leader, and that's where the magic happens, man. And look, I'm just telling you from experience, it is a very, very unique thing to have those two things mesh up. It's like a Michael Jordan, where the best player in the world just so happens to be the leader of the team and the best player on that, that team. And that's what we saw in New Orleans. And look, I've been able to experience it on the other side in the business world right now with him, and the interactions that we have, the meetings that we have. Obviously we're not talking about football, but you can feel that leadership kind of coming out in those meetings, in those interactions. Like, man, this he's in charge.
It's pretty remarkable to see and to hear him talk about it too, like where it came from. He references family history, super competitive athletic family in general, but also military background in his family too. To watch that all come together, though, was certainly special. And the thing, too, I mentioned this earlier in the show and I was talking about it, is that's a guy who accomplished so much across so many, just Chargers and Saints, but so many different iterations of those teams, right? And when anyone asks him about anything, he always goes back to the very beginning with New Orleans. He always goes back to 2006. And not just Katrina and that portion of the story, which is a very important portion of this, and that'll never be overlooked. It went hand in hand, but just the way that team came together and the moves that they ended up having. Like, he was running through this on the Hall of Fame game last night. Like, everything that had to happen to come together for that, and that he really took that with him as well going forward, because the group that came together, I think they had a vision for what they wanted to do, but I think they accomplished so much more than what, you thought. Like, we're going to come here, we're going to help rebuild the city.
Yeah.
All right, well, you did that tenfold.
Oh, yeah.
Right? We want to bring some type of championship to New Orleans. Well, you brought a Super Bowl title. Yeah. That was never supposed to happen. Yeah. Ever.
And look, I don't know that it was even, they weren't even thinking about championships. They were thinking about, getting the lights back on.
Yeah.
Right? And so something that started, with an attainable goal of like helping folks get back on their feet, turned into obviously what we saw and what we're still enjoying the benefits of that, however many years later, 20 years later, with a relevant franchise that, wasn't before that, but it started in a good place. I don't think it was necessarily we want to win the Super Bowl, like you just said, and bring a Super Bowl championship to New Orleans. It was just we want to make New Orleans proud, and then we want to get folks back in their homes. And okay, so how do we do that? How do we put a smile on folks' faces? And then you see what happened, man. The results are what they are. So there's a lot of lessons to be learned and picked up through that.
Do we send any Parrish garb up there for Drew to have on when he's on stage? We got a little Parrish water bottle maybe for him to put on the podium. What do we got?
I did send him a Parrish lapel pin.
Did you?
I did.
Okay.
He won't wear it, I'm sure.
What
but
if he
I sent
does?
it to him. Yeah.
I mean, what if he does?
Oh, if he does, that's huge.
That's massive.
Yeah, but he won't. We sent him all kind of stuff.
I mean,
he's got more crap than I got. Well, he's got more crap than Moscona's got. He's got all of it.
I was about to say, Scone's got all of it.
All
if you need something Parrish, it's just you ask Scone. Well, I don't know. Look, man, I'm just saying, you get a gold jacket for the Hall of Fame. Green can go with gold.
Little green lapel pin. Like
Green can go. The Packers wear green and gold every week. Like green can go with gold.
We asked him to wear the Parrish T-shirt underneath his jacket and then a Parrish baseball hat.
I mean, that feels like a long shot.
It's a long shot.
But the lapel pin,
possibly.
I feel like that could maybe happen.
It'll work. Maybe.
That'd be so sick, actually. That'd be really good. Drew Brees, he'll go into the Hall of Fame on Saturday. Of course, you can watch that at ESPN, NFL Network, all of those places, man. It's a great class for the Hall of Fame again. Not just Brees, but Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, who, I mean, obviously all of us are very familiar with his time with the Carolina Panthers and in the division. Adam Vinatieri, a great kicker there, obviously, and Roger Craig from the from the 49er days. They'll go in to the Hall of Fame on Saturday. We'll have full recap reaction with all of that here, obviously on Monday when we're back. So stay tuned for that. We'll grab a break right now. We'll come back on the other side. Still got to get to Ask Ryan here as well, so you can go and get your questions in. YouTube chat, you can tweet them at me, at Musso Matthew. That'd be very helpful. We'll wrap up the show with Ask Ryan. We'll come back on the other side of this break. Stick around.
After further review.
We're brought to you by Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Visit yourgoodwood.com, yourgoodwood.com. Yes, hormone replacement therapy. Yes, NAD+. Yes, BPC 157. Yes, ED treatment. The bottom line is, gentlemen, I don't care how old you are. It's about how old you feel, and do you want to feel like you did when you were younger? Do you want to live a more vital life? Do you want to live a more energetic life, where you wake up in the morning, your feet hit the floor, and you're rip-roaring ready to go, where you're motivated to get in the gym, where you have a great libido, where you have great mindset, energy, mental clarity, memory, all that sort of stuff? It's possible. It's affordable. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness can help you do it. Hormone replacement therapy could be a giant part of that for you. NAD Plus can literally help your cellular optimization to make you younger at a cellular level. BPC 157, tremendous in helping in recovery. Learn more. yourgoodwood.com.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience, or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Ever wonder why cane sauce doesn't come in a pre-sealed packet? It's because it's made fresh inside every Raising Cane's every single day. Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Look, back pain can sideline you from the things you love. That's why I trust Dr. Kevin McCarthy and the team at the Spine Center of Louisiana. Dr. McCarthy doesn't just treat symptoms. He gets to the root of the problem. From advanced injection therapy to minimally invasive surgery, they've got the expertise to get you back in the game. With 5 locations across Louisiana, including right here in Baton Rouge, quality care is close to home. Call the Spine Center of Louisiana or visit spinela.com and tell them Matt sent you.
I'm Billy Schmidt, and I've been with First American Bank for 13 years. I have a passion of getting to know customers, getting to know their journeys, getting to know their stories, and being a small part of that, and just continuing that, and taking those relationships and expanding out into the community, just to make First American a household name. And people look at us and say, hey, what's special about you guys? You're part of a family.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Looking for the ultimate game day?
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Brought to you by Shawbills Tire and Auto Service, ShawbillsTire.com. 18 locations in South Louisiana. Find the location nearest you at ShawbillsTire.com. Bumper-to-bumper auto service and name brand tires at wholesale prices. They will always find a way to get you the best possible price for the best possible tires on the road. That's what they do at Shawbills. And when they get you in by selling you the best tires, the cheapest price possible, they're going to treat you like family, and they're going to treat you so good you're going to keep coming back year after year after year every time you need anything for your vehicle. Tires rotated, oil changed, check engine light on, brakes squeaking, whatever's wrong with your vehicle, bring it to Shawbills. Let them give it the once-over, and you can always schedule online, so it's convenient. ShawbillsTire.com. Find the location nearest you at ShawbillsTire.com. Shop tires online at ShawbillsTire.com. Be sure to ask about the Shawbills credit card as well, because you can save $50 off your first purchase when you use the Shawbills credit card only at Shawbills.
All right, so today's Friday.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right.
Sure is.
Next week, I'm heading to the beach. It's my last vacation before football season really kicks into gear. All right.
Okay.
Go to the beach every June. Last week of June, I should say, every year with the family.
Mm-hmm.
Last year in August, took some time off, didn't go anywhere. I want to go somewhere this time.
Yeah. As you should. You deserve it.
Yeah. So, well, thank you. So girlfriend and I, Camille, we're going to head out next week, middle of next week, to the beach.
Okay.
We're going to Navarre, which I know.
It's a good spot.
Which I know you like an awful lot. I've never been. She has been. I have never been. We always go to Destin. Right? Yeah. So I'm like, well, I want to do something different here. And we have this amount of time so we can go close. Yeah. That type of thing. I'm a big beach guy. Like, I don't really care where the beach is. I love the beach.
Okay.
Right? Like, I say that. I prefer Florida beaches. But I'm the type of guy, I'll go there. I will sit on the beach all day. If the weather's good, I'll sit out there all day long. Till they come pick up the chairs. I'm out there.
Really?
I love going to the beach.
What do you do when you're just sitting there?
Drink, chat, listen to music, go in the water,
come back.
That's it, dude. I take a beach walk. I love. It's so relaxing to me. But yeah, I mean, just sit there, cup some beers, maybe some tequila. Have a nice beach sandwich, dude. A sandwich on the beach.
Peak.
So good. So like that's my vacation. Like I've been in the mountains. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go back. But if you're asking me like vacation of choice, it is the beach every time for me. So I'm excited. I'm excited to go see a new beach town.
Okay. Well, let's talk about Navarre for a minute, because I love Navarre. I too enjoy the beach probably not that much. I'm a quick hitter, in and out type guy at the beach. Navarre is not Destin.
For sure.
And it's not, Seaside.
For sure.
This is a little bit different.
I've done 38 too. It's great.
Yeah. So this is a little bit different. It's not even Pensacola.
Okay.
Now, you're right there. But there's a lot of nice places in Gonzales. If Gonzales was a beach,
Okay.
it would be Navarre.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't hate that. I'll be honest.
I don't hate it either.
I don't hate that.
I love Navarre, just like I love Gonzales.
Yeah.
But I'm just kind of want to temper your expectations a touch.
Yeah.
For what you're getting into. If sitting on the beach with a cocktail or two and taking a beach walk is what you're going for,
Go out to dinner.
it's gonna be tough.
All right. Oh, look, we could drive a little ways for dinner.
You're gonna have to drive a little.
We could drive a little ways to go to a nicer restaurant.
I would recommend going west to Peg Leg Pete's.
Okay.
That's where I would go, and I would get the grouper sandwich.
And the grouper sandwich at Peg Leg Pete's.
That's where I would go.
All right.
Yeah, and it's in Pensacola.
That's gonna be a fun. Hey, babe, you want to go to Peg Leg Pete's tonight?
Listen, the line will be out the door.
Okay. I don't doubt. Dude, that's how a lot of those places are, man.
Well, probably not now because it's a great time to go.
I'm excited about that too.
Another thing that I love at the beach are the surf shops.
Okay. Oh, you do?
I love them.
Like surf style.
I'll spend more money.
Alvin's Island.
I love Alvin's Island.
Oh.
I will spend more money on crap that I'll never use. They don't have that at Navarre. That's
Okay.
not a thing at Navarre.
See, I like that.
Okay.
Because I don't like the surf shops.
I said it was Gonzales, not Gonzales.
Okay. Better comp?
Clinton.
Oh, all right. Is that a better comp?
Yeah. Clinton is a better comp.
Okay.
I would say St. Francisville. It's not.
That might be a little too upscale.
That is.
St. Francisville is gorgeous.
I'm going to say Clinton.
Ugh.
Clinton is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Clinton,
yes, it is.
I love Clinton. Clinton is gorgeous. But you're not going to go, you can get great fried chicken at the gas station in Clinton.
Okay.
But you're not going to grab the missus and go out for a fine dinner.
Right. Yeah, so we got to have at least one of those here.
You're going to have to drive a little ways.
We got to have at least one of those, which the thing is, I'm a planner. She's not.
You have to look toward Pensacola.
All right, towards Pensacola. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, look, we could do that. I mean, I haven't been to Pensacola since I was a kid.
So Pensacola's
So
great.
I was little last time I probably went to.
This is how I got to Navarre. I got a really good friend in Pensacola, lives there, really good dear friend of mine. So on our way to 30A, we would stop and go see him. I want to go have dinner with my buddy and his family.
Makes sense, yeah.
He's great. I love him. Played with Cubs with him. Well, we said, you know what? We had dinner. Let's just stay here for the night. He said, go check out Navarre. There's a house. I got a house over there. Y'all can stay on the beach, whatever. We did it. And we just ended up not even going to 38 and staying there. That's when I kind of fell in love with the deal. But when we wanted to go places, it would kind of be, okay, I got the kids too, right? So they want to go, do some stuff. We go to Pensacola.
All right. Well, it's not far.
It's right there. It's right there.
It's not a far piece.
So yeah, I mean, listen, I love Clinton. Clinton's great.
I love Clinton.
Baker.
Okay.
Maybe
it's a smaller Navarre. You're saying Navarre is a smaller beach town, but it has its upsides.
100%.
Yeah.
It does the hustle and bustle of a crazy beach town is not Navarre.
Yeah. Which I'm good with. It's
great beaches, beautiful sand. Not a lot of folks there because there's really not similar to Clinton.
Okay. There's not but see, that's the thing. Like I was saying earlier, I don't need a ton to do outside of the beach.
Sounds like that's you. See, I'm a go to the shops guy, go out to dinner,
Yeah.
maybe go do
dinner for sure, but
I'm out doing stuff.
Yeah.
I love Seaside because I can go.
Oh, there's so much.
To 100 different restaurants and, shopping and all that. I go to the beach. Yeah, we'll go for an hour or two and then come back in.
Oh, yeah,
that's me.
Brother. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. When we go family trip, we go to Destin in the in June. We're there Saturday to Saturday.
Are you a sandcastle guy? You kind of strike me as a sandcastle.
Not anymore.
Okay.
Not anymore. Younger, sure, of course, right? We all are. I don't have the patience to do that anymore.
Hmm.
And I would much rather just sit in my beach chair on my towel in the sun with a cold beer.
Yeah.
Like that's just what and some music, playing on the Bluetooth speaker, and really just veg out.
Yeah, we're a sandcastle family. It's like when we're on the beach, we're on a mission to build a sandcastle.
I like that. Yeah. They got. I like the remote control excavators that they have now.
I hadn't seen those, but
oh yeah,
don't tell my wife about that.
Oh dude, that's a thing.
Really?
That's a thing. People use them to build sandcastles. They use them to just play with in the sand. It's a thing. I also, I'll tell you what, and you know what, you'll like this because your letters, I love to people watch at the beach too, man.
Oh, yeah. No,
like that is the other thing.
Yeah, that's good.
It's just, bro, horrifying experience when we were there in June. This couple lost their kid. Yeah, they had to get the lifeguards involved. Like, it was just bad.
Did they find the kid?
They found the kid, yeah.
Okay, good.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have brought it up. Yeah, no. They found the guy. They found the kid. He was wasn't hurt. He just wandered off. But I mean, like,
yeah.
In a minute, at first, you're like, I think these people lost their kid.
Yeah.
What happened? Like,
how old was the kid?
Oh, old enough to know better too, dude. That's the thing. Yeah.
Really?
Probably like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Like old enough to know better that you don't, because they were building sandcastle is what they were doing, and like I think Dad went to get like some water out of the Gulf, and Junior was just gone, and it's like old enough to know better than that. So yeah, I think he probably got a little discipline.
Yeah, he probably had a rough night
by watching. Yeah, but I mean, just and then that's like the one end of the spectrum. Then you just see the guy just getting way sunburned and hammered. Yeah. That's the other end of the.
He's fun to watch.
Yeah. Oh God.
I love when people smoke at the beach.
Oh, dude, I had a cigar when we were there.
No, I'm talking cigarettes.
Oh, just chain smoking Joes.
Yeah,
let's go.
It's 1,000 degrees out.
Blast them.
They're hammered and they're just smoking, bro. Just sitting there, just puffing. I love that.
It's a good time. I'm excited.
Well, you're gonna enjoy Navarre, man.
I think I will. And it's like you said, it's a great time of year. School's back in most places. That was by design. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
So.
But Peg Leg Pete's get the grouper sandwich.
Peg Leg Pete's grouper sandwich. I'll write that down.
Yeah. And but yeah, man, Clinton. It's the Clinton of Florida.
I think there's.
It is.
Florida's the Clinton of Florida in some aspects there. But all right, look, I'll report back about that. I will report back. All right, we got to grab a break. We'll come back on the other side. Ask Ryan to wrap up the show. Get your questions in. You can tweet them at me at Muso Matthew. Of course, YouTube chat as well. We'll wrap up the show next with Ask Ryan.
AFR.
Get Gordon and get it done. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. If you've been injured and it's not your fault, do what injured people in Louisiana have done for more than 30 years. Call Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. 888-8888. It's all eights. 888-8888. I don't even need to give you the area code because no matter where you are in the state, it doesn't matter. Just dial 888-8888 for Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. Gordon does an awesome job, man. He's a great person. They've been so invested in our communities with all the charitable and service work that they do. They give back into the communities that they represent, no matter what time of year. If it's the bike giveaway for kids around Christmas time, if it's the laptop giveaway around back to school time, if it's the charitable work they do during October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, they're always involved in the community. We tell you all the time, of course, about the G team and what Gordon's done with NIL and the opportunities that he's afforded student athletes. Just a great, great community partner. If you've been injured, you need representation, go to getgordon.com. That's getgordon.com. Get Gordon and get it done.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Brees Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FayeBreezeChevrolet.com.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
People think it's all about game day, but the real work happens in the off season. And we need a healthcare team that works as hard as we do.
At FML Health, our Lay of the Lake, we take care of LSU football year-round.
We trust the lake.
At Southern Classic Chicken, we take pride in serving the freshest, seasoned, and marinated hand-breaded fried chicken. Drive through today and pick up a family box or one of our classic combos and enjoy a true Southern Classic. Order online and download our loyalty app to start earning those crispy and juicy rewards. Loyalty matters.
Better coverage for less money. And man, my friends over at Insurance Network of Louisiana are crushing it for Louisianians on their auto insurance right now. Listen, if you have not had anyone shop for your auto insurance lately, you got to call Insurance Network of Louisiana. My goodness. They got some top-rated companies, Geico, Progressive. They're doing awesome work right now. This was an amazing story that I heard. They wrote one last week, saved the client $2,911 annually. They had a high auto rate with State Farm. They smashed it with Geico. They had another one save $1,476 annually with Progressive. They had Allstate and switched. Y'all, I tell you all the time, if you're just auto renewing your insurance, man, you're probably overpaying and you're underinsured. Let Insurance Network of Louisiana help. LAinsurance.net.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
All right, closing out the week here. Friday edition of AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. A good week on the show, man. Good week. LSU's back. Mm-hmm. You right when you got here, you let that off. It's that
look. I
that
got
time. I know.
My game day
shirt.
Haspel.
I was about to say yes, no, because I've seen that shirt there before. Mm-hmm. That's a good shirt.
Yeah.
I like. They have it in like white too. They have it in white.
Yeah, in white. Yep.
Yeah. It's really good.
I broke out the Friday purple.
Okay.
You know, do that during football season and
Absolutely.
baseball. I do it in baseball too.
Yeah. No, 100%, man. 100%. It is a great time. We'll get to a little bit of Ash Ryan here to wrap up the show. You can get your questions in. You can send them over to me, Twitter, or tweet me at Musa Matthew. Of course, the YouTube chat as well. All of that greatly appreciated. We have a few minutes. Sinuses are killing me, bro. Killing me.
Is it that time of year? I don't know.
I don't know if it is, but it's that time of the year for me, which I could do without. Sitting at home the other night, it's like Wednesday night, friggin' feel the drip in the throat. Immediately go take like Zyrtec, do some nose spray, hoping it'll be gone in the morning. Wake up, it's worse. So, nose spray, gargle with some hot salt water.
Yeah.
All those things. Think it's going to be gone. Wake up this morning, still there. Do the whole thing over again. Do it again when we get home.
Go sit in the sauna, man.
I don't have a sauna.
Moscona's got one. Go to his house.
Yeah. Just show up. Scone, let me in.
Hey, bro, let me sit in your sauna.
Ryan said I could use your sauna.
Yeah.
The sinuses are acting up a little bit.
Yeah, he'd let you.
I normally get them like twice a year. Spring, early spring, like everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometime in the fall. This is earlier than normal.
The summer sinus stinks.
I don't know why it hurts. I don't know why it hurts so much, but it does. Here's an Ask Ryan.
Give it to me.
What's for supper?
I don't know, but I'm starving.
You said that earlier that you were hungry.
Dude, I'm so hungry.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is tonight. It's I don't know.
Do you say supper or dinner?
Supper.
Supper? Dinner.
I say supper. Do I say supper or dinner? Maybe I say dinner. I think I say dinner when I'm going out somewhere. I don't say when I go out for supper.
Yeah, no, that would sound stupid. No one would say that.
But I think if I'm eating at home, it's supper. If I'm going out, I'm going out to
dinner. Okay.
Maybe.
Interesting.
I like them both. I'll take them both.
Okay. All right. That's just about going to do it here for us. Friday edition of AFR. Don Juan Cigar Bar. We'll be back on Monday. Saints will have 2 days of practice in the rear view. LSU will have practice. We'll hear from Lane Kiffin on Mondays. We'll have that for you as well. We'll hear from players too. Sam Levitt? Maybe. I don't know. We're back here Monday at 3. See y'all then.
AFR.
Brought to you by Relief Windows and ReliefWindows.com. You know, when we talk about Relief Windows every day, I always say windows, doors, siding. And now shutters as well. They do your indoor shutters. Same thing as the windows. Custom made, measured to fit your windows, custom fit for your windows, lifetime warranty on your windows, your shutters. But Brandon, you often hear say their number one product is customer satisfaction. And that's not just a catchy line. That's not a cliche phrase. Have an experience with Relief Windows and you'll understand. They go to the ends of the earth to make sure their customers are thrilled with the work they do. As a matter of fact, Relief Windows never takes $1 from you. You will not, no deposit, no down payment. They take all the risk. They will not take $1 until you're thrilled with the work they do. Who else does that? Only Relief Windows. Check them out online at ReliefWindows.com.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. We are honored and humbled to receive from our clients in Google, based on 5-star client reviews, the designation of our law firm is highly recommended. Whether you hire us at all, please give us a call, 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. Injuries happen when you least expect them to, making your life more complicated. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan & Associates, we know this, and we strive to help each of our clients during these times. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. Now the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
The Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office protects and serves over 132,000 residents across the parish.
Keeping our community safe is our mission, and Rev Fiber plays a critical role in how we respond. Whether it's training in our special divisions, forensics investigations, or fielding emergency calls in our operations center, Rev Business connects our teams in real time, which is why we partner with Rev Business.
Get 6 months free of Rev Business services. Call or click today.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.